Welcome to another broadcast of the Brown County Hornets on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by B&N Trucking, Cass Communications, your country financial agents Larry Grady and Jacob Giesler, Larry Down Accounting, Farmers National Bank of Mount Sterling and Griggsille, your Mount Sterling YMCA, Culbertson Memorial Hospital, the Ray Insurance Agency, Mount Sterling Savings Bank, All About Dance and More, Brown County State Bank, The Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling, KLC Inc., Henry Automotive, Double K Firearms, Yingling and Nissen Insurance, the Hindeker Funeral Home, Cassing Lumber Company, St. Mary's School, L. Grady Realty, Burnett Plumbing, Heather's Tumble and Tap, Farmers State Bank and Trust Company, and a Rustic Gardens. Now for the start of tonight's broadcast on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more. Good afternoon, Steve Surratt, AJ Cassing, and Colin Dieterle with the broadcast for you today. Junior high basketball coming your way at 4 o'clock. It'll be Brown County versus Griggsille. We'll have the 7th and 8th grade action for you tonight. Hopefully we got enough players, AJ, that we're playing 2 games tonight, unlike last week. But it looked from the Griggsille Perry roster that they've got plenty of kids to go with both games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like it. Using 5th through 8th graders, but oh well. We'll take whatever we can get.
We know we have plenty.
Sure.
And so we're just happy about that. You're listening to the Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame, brought to you by the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling. Call them at 217-773-2626 or on the web at comfortman.com. They're sanitizing the gym floor after the girls' practice, and then they'll be sanitizing between games. I did get notification that officially we're not starting the game for the boys tonight until 6:30, the high school game against Carrollton. We will take a break in between time to kind of gather ourselves back up. If we got enough time, I can take a nap in between. As a senior, I need to do that more often, keep myself fresh. My big task tonight is to keep Kevin Dieterle off of me and about bringing down the slides on the audio so that we can talk during the commercials. But you're listening to the Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame. We'll be back. We're going to take a commercial break and let our sponsors have some time here, and we'll be back with the rest of the Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame after these messages.
Sharing a big family moment, working hard from home, relaxing with a friend. Welcome to life in the broadband age, where reliable internet has never been more important. Cascom keeps your family connected with consistent speeds up to 1 gig and Plume whole home adaptive Wi-Fi. Make sure your home's ready for life in the broadband age. Call our local service team or visit us online at cascom.com.
Chad Yingling here with Yingling Nissen Insurance. We have over 40 years of experience in the insurance business. So we want to make sure that you are well protected. So that means making sure you have the best coverage possible to protect you financially. We do all kinds of insurance, personal, farm, commercial, governmental, you name it, we can insure it. So check us out, www.ynagency.com, or give us a call, 217-773-3397.
Are you looking to start a career or just looking for a change? B&N Trucking offers many different driving options, ranging from home every night to home on the weekends. Apply online at bnntrucking.net or call us at 217-289-3555 to see what fits your needs. B&N Trucking, a family-owned local trucking company.
When you are ready to move to a new home or refinance the one you are in, Farmers State Bank and Trust Company in Mount Sterling will make sure the process moves along smoothly. With competitive rates, superior service, and great solutions that fit your lifestyle and budget. Call us today and get everything you need to get moving. Farmers State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling. Locally owned, locally operated, locally dedicated. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Country Financial, we're more than just an office you may pass by as you drive through town. We're a part of your community and help support the programs that make our neighborhoods thrive. We take the time to get to know our customers. We know that every situation is unique, and our goal is to understand yours, so we can help you be confident about your financial security and your future. Call your local Country Financial representatives, Jacob Giesler and Larry Grady, today at 217-773-3591 to talk about how we can ensure that the future you're dreaming of is something you can proudly own, no matter what it looks like.
When it comes to handling your taxes, ever feel a bit taxed? If so, why not give yourself some well-deserved tax relief and visit Larry Dunn Accounting. Larry and his staff have been helping clients with tax return preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, sales tax, and business consultation since 1980. Put their experience to work for you today. After almost 5 decades in business, their number one priority remains building long-term relationships. Larry Dunn Accounting, 443 East Main Street in Mount Sterling, or call 217-773-3400.
When it comes to your money, local is better. Farmers National Bank of Griggsille is here in the heart of the community, working where we live. We make sensible loans to our friends and neighbors so that we can help our community grow. Stop by and see our friendly staff and see what we can do to meet your financial goals. Located in Griggsille, Pittsfield, and Mount Sterling. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Steve Surratt, AJ Cassing, and Colin Dieterle coming back to you on the Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame show, brought to you by the Comfort Man of Scranton Heating and Cooling. Call them at 217-773-2626 or on the web at comfortman.com. Brown County had a pretty easy ball game yesterday as far as the 8th graders were concerned. The 7th graders scrimmaged against each other, and with 20 players, was able to get those boys some actual live experience with officials and everything else, AJ. So that was good for the 7th graders. And we talked to Dane quite a bit about what was going on with the program. And, you know, with COVID, he wanted to give everybody an opportunity to play, not cut anybody from the program. And, you end up, you know this, I know this, anybody that's ever coached or done anything, doesn't make any difference what you do. Some people are not going to like it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, like he said, with the season, shortened season with COVID, you never know when half your team might be out and quarantined at home. So you could eliminate 10 of them real easy. You know, if it's, say, the 6th grade class or the 7th grade class, you want to have more than enough in a year like this. So rather than cutting yourself short.
Oh, absolutely. And they're doing a great job of doing that. Took the opportunity last night to do a scrimmage. So all those kids got some playing time yesterday and got to run the offense and do some things. And I was really impressed. I mean, we've got 20 decent ball players there. I mean, it would have been tough, in my opinion, to make some cuts based on what I see, even as a coach looking at potential of some of those guys that may not be in your top 15 right now.
Sure.
But there's some diamonds in the rough there that just need some coaching and some playing time.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. There's a few boys there that, just like you said, if there had been cuts, might have gotten cut, and here in 2 or 3 years, they might be in that 6, 7, 8-man rotation. So there's definite depth in the program right now. Just need to keep it moving forward and keep everybody improving, and that depth will pay off in the long run.
Well, and I'm sure if this was a normal year and we had some of the regular season tournaments out there, I mean, it wouldn't be too much of a problem to take 10 and 10 and put 2 teams in a tournament and let everybody get some experience and look at it. I look at the 7th grade level is, yes, you want to instill winning. But the biggest goal in 7th graders is getting them to run the offense and for them to understand what the game is about.
Yep, just like Coach Flessner talked about yesterday, he looks at the junior high program as the feeder program into the high school, and in a smaller version, the 7th grade team is that for the 8th grade next year. So you're looking for improvement. You're not necessarily looking to win at all costs. But as long as you see those improvements moving forward, that's what you're looking for.
I tell you what I'm looking for our 8th graders to get challenged is they got challenged down at Whitehall last Saturday in that the team was bigger than them and really controlled the boards and had 2 and 3 shots on the offensive side of the board. So we saw the challenge from that. I think their true challenge is going to be a team that likes to run and pressure as much as they do. Mm-hmm. And we'll see what kind of team they really are. But I think in a normal year that this 8th grade team could do some things. Now, I'm not saying go to state, but I'm saying they could do some real good things because of how they move on the fast break. And as we talked yesterday, and a coach, you struggle with this, getting teams to run the half-court offense. Sometimes you got to run that offense to slow the ball down or maybe to slow another team down.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The better teams are going to slow you down. They're not going to let you get those easy baskets the entire game in transition, running the floor. So once you do get down to 2 good teams playing each other, you better be able to run your half-court offense or you're gonna be hurting.
Absolutely. Well, with that, we're going to take a quick break here. You're listening to BC Hornet Sports and the Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame show.
Are you looking for an organization that changes lives both physically and emotionally? The Mount Sterling Community Center YMCA can help. Busy parents love the variety of activities for the whole family and our on-site childcare. We offer scholarship assistance and great options to fit any budget. Kickstart your new healthy routine with our group classes like yoga and Zumba. As a nonprofit organization, we pride ourselves on making a positive impact, not only in individuals, but also our community. We hope you'll join us at the Mount Sterling YMCA. Your future self will thank you.
Culbertson is the heart of the communities we serve. As we introduce our new logo and refreshed brand, we want you to know that we pledge to maintain the highest quality standard of care you expect here at Culbertson Memorial Hospital. We continue to remain committed to our care promise. What is our care promise? Care that proves to our customers that we do our best to meet their needs. Attitudes that demonstrate that we are here to serve our communities. Respect for all who enter our doors. Exceed the expectations of our patient. Culbertson Memorial Hospital in Rushville, empowering your health and healing.
The Ray Insurance Agency is an independent insurance agency in Mount Sterling. We offer competitively priced insurance products that fit the needs of you and your family. We specialize in personal, commercial, and agribusiness insurance products. So call me, Brad Cassing, today at 217-773-3851 for a free quote and risk assessment. We are located at 128 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Our phone number is 217-773-3851.
At Brown County State Bank, our interest is in the students of our community. We think it's important to reward students for their hard work. With our Hoorays for A program, students can earn cash for their savings account. Plus, the students in school will be entered into an annual grand prize contest. Stop in the Brown County State Bank for Hooray for A's rules. Brown County State Bank, 101 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, member FDIC, and equal opportunity lender.
At All About Dance and More LLC, these are our core values. Perseverance by all studio members to put forth good effort to achieve goals. Innovative creation of original and unique learning environments. Fierce energy and community that builds student happiness, self-esteem, quick learning, and bold relationships. Integrity and investment in quality professional work where trust and high morals are practiced. Commitment to the studio family with loyalty, responsibility, and high expectations to create a lifelong appreciation for the AADM journey.
Steve Surratt, AJ Cassing, Colin Dieterle back with you on the Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame show. Got Cassing, I keep wanting to say Cassing, but the Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame brought to you by the Comfort Man at 217-773-2626 or on the web at comfortman.com. 7th and 8th grade basketball for you starting at 4 o'clock between Griggsille, Perry, and Brown County. And then it's 6 o'clock. We'll be back on with the pregame for high school boys basketball, Brown County and Carrollton. Always a good contest between those schools. And so we'll be back on the air with that. And that'll be Kevin Dieterle, myself, and Colin Dieterle for that broadcast. Then tomorrow we will be here pregame at 10:30, game at 11. Girls basketball for you tomorrow morning. Brown County versus Carrollton here. Next week, the schedule I'll kind of throw this out there. It's not in stone yet, but we're looking next week that we're going to be going to, let's see, Monday we'll be going to Whitehall for the girls at North Green. We'll have that video broadcast. We've been there. We know that the internet works there. Tuesday, we're going to make the drive for the boys down to Pleasant Hill. And Pleasant Hill's wanting to look at what we're doing. They'd like to do something similar down there. And if there's any schools listening, Nick Hendiger and I would be more than happy to help any school or any organization that wants to do videotaping to do that. Wednesday, we're working. The girls are playing Rushville here Wednesday at 6 p.m. And we're working on a broadcast team for that. Of course, I can't do that because I have church at 6 o'clock. And so I might be able to get them on the air, but after that, I'm scooting out of here. And then Thursday of next week, it looks like the boys will be home next Thursday against Camp Point. We're going to broadcast that ball game. That gets priority. Anytime Central and Brown County are playing again, doesn't make any difference what the records are at that point, does it, AJ?
Absolutely not.
And Friday of next week, it looks like Route is here. And then next Saturday, it'll be West Hancock here for 11 o'clock girls game. So we've got a busy schedule. We're looking Thursday also, let's see. I said, well, Thursday, I thought that, Thursday it'll be the junior high. They'll be playing Camp Point. That's not high school, that's junior high. We'll have them here. The boys are playing away at Calhoun. We know that the service down there is not good, and then that's the only other thing that we would broadcast that night. So we got a full week, mostly high school basketball, but we'll have a junior high game thrown in there next week. We apologize that we can't be every place and everything to everybody. Again, if you'd like to help with the broadcast, we need video people. We've kind of got the scorekeeping thing kind of taken care of. We need play-by-play people for volleyball in particular, and understand that when volleyball is over, the junior high girls will be playing junior high basketball, and guess what? We got people to do that. And so the junior high girls are going to get a lot of broadcast time during that under a normal year. And we're going way, way off. Normally, we do not broadcast JV basketball games. If we get there and we get here and get set up and get going, we might broadcast the end of it, or we might let you have the video on the end of it, but normally we just broadcast the varsity game. So we're doing twice as much there as we normally do, both in girls and boys. Also, junior high only gets games usually when we're available. Usually there's no 4 o'clock in the afternoon start. So we're giving you more junior high basketball than we have ever given you, and it's going to be a compact schedule, and we're going to be busy as little beavers.
Mm-hmm. Once again, those junior high games at 4 o'clock are because we've got to have them here in the high school gym rather than the middle school gym
so that we can at least have 50 fans.
Have people in here, yes.
Okay. You're listening to Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame show. Let's talk about the Henry Automotive Keys to the Game, brought to you by Darren and Doug Henry at Henry Automotive. Call them at 773-9066. And so what are the keys? We've seen these guys play several times. AJ, what is the key for success for the 7th graders?
Oh, like I said, anytime you have 20 guys on your roster and you're playing most, if not all of them, you just hope that everybody can come in, get in a rhythm in that short period of time that they're in there. Looks like, just looking at the two teams out here on the floor, looks like Brown County might have a little bit of a size advantage on them. So you got to use that, hammer the boards and maybe get some easy baskets inside there.
Hey, and key to any 7th grade game is running that offense and, getting your play started and everybody knowing where they need to go. Because those are designed to get people open, to get shots, and to score. Some people don't understand that. And street basketball works good for a little while, but you need an offense because once they shut down everything you've thought of, then the coach needs to come up with stuff, that's going to work.
Yeah, too often times kids are taught an offense without being taught this is why we're doing this, rather than this is how you do it. You got to tell them why too, why we're setting this back screen, why we're making this cut here, So hopefully we can get that through to our boys.
Well, we're going to take a quick another break in hopes that we can get a lineup for Griggsille Perry. We'll be back after these messages.
A Rustic Garden ships home and garden accents coast to coast, right from its location in Mount Sterling. The folks there customize each sail by painting unique and vintage colors to match the look of the home or flower garden. They also do wrought iron fencing. How long does that last? 100 years? 200 years? Who knows how long wrought iron fencing will last? Shop www.arusticgarden.com and get it shipped directly to your front door.
Thinking about replacing a furnace or building a home? Confused by the options? Contact the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling about GeoComfort geothermal systems. Harness the energy stored in the earth to provide your heating and cooling. Geothermal is extremely efficient, safe, and environmentally friendly. It could save you up to 70% on your heating and cooling bills. Call the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling at 217-773-2626 to discover the best option for your home.
KLC Inc. has been around since February of 2020. We are an apparel shop that specializes in screen printing, embroidery, custom and team apparel, promotional products, fundraising items, home decor, and personalization of anything. We strive to make customer service number one and get customers the professional results they're looking for. KLC Inc., 115 South Capitol Avenue, Mount Sterling, Illinois, 217-773-9090. Remember, KLC Inc., you think it, we ink it.
At Henry Automotive, they believe in honest, hometown service. They have the latest in technology and tools and are equipped for any job. So, whether it's an oil change, scheduled maintenance, a check engine light, or a major repair, Doug and Darren Henry, your ASE certified mechanics, are standing by to get you back on the road. Henry Automotive, located at 1157 690 East Street, Mount Sterling. Just turn north at the KC Hall onto Damon Road. Drive 1.8 miles and look for the big blue and yellow sign. Call Henry Automotive at 773-9066. Once again, that's Henry Automotive at 773-9066.
This is Brandon Kindhart with Double K Firearms. At Double K Firearms, we treat you like family and want you to enjoy your experience while you're here. We buy, sell, and trade new and used firearms and much, much more. We offer an amazing selection and extremely competitive price. We would love to get you set up with whatever it is you're looking for, whether it's for hunting, recreation, or just adding to your collection. That's Double K Firearms, 212 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, or call 217-430-7523. And remember, always support local, and the best time to buy it's when you see it.
Steve Surratt, AJ Cassing, and Colin Dieterle back with you on the broadcast. Let's talk about the B&N Trucking starting lineups. You want to be on their team as a driver or owner-operator, call B&N Trucking, 217-289-3555. For the visiting Griggsille Perry Eagles, it is Brody Rush, a 6th grader, Caden Nash, a 5th grader, Kason Brown, a 5th grader, Hunter Brown, a 6th grader, and Aaron Kerfman, a 6th grader. So 5th graders and 6th graders make up most of this Griggsille Perry Eagle team. For the Brown County Hornets, it's our normal lineup. And that normal lineup consists of Vince Little, the 7th grader, Drake McClellan. Nope, wrong lineup. Can you give that to me, AJ? You got it.
Yeah, the Hornets, yeah, like you said, Vince Little, number 4, Vince Little. Just going down through them, I haven't got
Eli Staten.
Yep, Eli Staten, Trey Fullerton, Mitchell Oliver, Vince Little, of course, and Micah Henry.
Okay, you got the B&N Trucking starting lineups. Griggsille Perry will get the ball right out of the gate. It'll be inbounded by Hunter Brown. And I'll have to just call Hunter. He puts it into Rush. Rush on the left-hand side feeds the ball low. And I saw travel there but didn't get called. And with that is Hunter again. Gives back to Rush. Rush tries to drive in, flings the ball up, gets his own rebound. The ball partially blocked by Little on the play, and we're coming back the other direction. Little feeds the ball down low. That is Oliver. Back out to Little. He shoots no good. Rebound by Henry.
I think that was a pass.
Good.
I think it was.
Was that a pass?
It looked like a shot, but I think it was a pass. Yes.
So you're going to count it as a pass, okay?
I am, yeah.
Okay, all right, sounds good. Rush. Ball in the corner, gets to Nash. Back to Rush, and he drives in and gets a bucket. We got a 2-2 ball game with just about 5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Little brings the ball up for Brown County. Seventh graders, I haven't got used to calling yet because we haven't called a real game yet with them. Staten gives it over to Fullerton. Fullerton cross courts, gives it to Henry. Henry back out front to Staten. Staten gives the ball back to Oliver, and it goes out of bounds, and that'll be a turnover for Brown County. Ball will be inbounded by Hunter Brown. He gets it into Rush. So far it's been mostly the Rush and Brown. In the corner to Nash, back out to Rush. Rush drives in the bucket, a couple of Euro steps there, and I say a couple, which is traveling. And it still with the game tied 2-2, Brown County will take the ball in the turnover. Ball inbounded to Little. He'll walk the ball up to Flort. The seventh graders a little more patient bringing the ball down, and they run the offense or try to run it as much as they can. Little tries to feed it off to Staten, and he finally gets up with it. Staten drives and throws the ball away. That'll be Cason Brown with a steal. Brought up by Rush. He's going to push the ball up, throws it in the corner, and then said he went out of bounds. Got to make another pass before he can take that, correct?
Yep.
AJ?
Yep. Yeah, Griggsille Perry sitting back in their kind of patented Griggsille Perry junior high 2-3 zone. I don't know if Coach Stouffer sitting on the bench there's had a little influence on this, but whatever they run here in this 2-3, it'll be a good one.
2-2-1 press by Griggsille Perry. Gets it across to Micah Henry. He feeds it down to Fullerton. Fullerton for almost three. Rebounded by Havens, and it's going to be off his foot and out of bounds and a turnover. And I know that we have got Mr. Honeberry as an official. Do you know who the other official is there, AJ?
I do, but I can't remember his name now that you put me on the spot here.
Now you sound like a 60-year-old guy like I am. Ball banked up off the rim or off the backboard by Rush. Puts Griggsille Perry in the lead. And we talked about Dane. You can hear Dane probably on our microphones. He's not a quiet, soft-spoken coach in any way.
No.
Not his style. With that, we'll take a quick station break. 3:40 left on the Cass Communication clock. 3-2 is the score, is what they have on the scoreboard. 3-2. We'll be back. Should be 4-2.
Should be 4.
This is Tracy Hendricker with the Hendricker Funeral Home in Mount Sterling. On behalf of our entire family, we wish the best of luck to all the Hornet teams this season. Jamie and I have always been so proud of the athletic programs in the Brown County School District, which was such an important part of our own children's formative years. We are honored and humbled to have served so many families in Brown County and pledge to continue the tradition of assisting families with the dignity and compassion our community deserves. Thank you, and go Hornets.
Steve Surratt, AJ
Casting Lumber Company,
and Colin
your
Dieter will be
best
back with
quality
you on the
paint
broadcast.
dealer, mixes unique
Colin,
paint
go ahead and
colors.
kill that commercial and start her back at the beginning when we go the next time. But we're going to see who we've got on the floor here. We got Nash on the floor. On the line is Rush. They still have 3-2 on the board. It's 4-2. That's going to confuse me for a while. First shot, left-hander makes, is good, and that's going to make it a 5-2 ball game with Griggsille Perry winning. Now they got the score right. Micah Henry gets the ball across the half line for Brown County, back out front to Havens. Havens with the ball, gives it to Henry. Down low to Fullerton. Fullerton looks like he's taking it in, can't take it. Up with the shot is Havens, no good. And Fullerton can't get the rebound. Back the other way is Rush for Griggsille Perry. Gives the ball on the one side to Dorsey. Dorsey feeds in the corner. That's Nash to Dorsey. Back over to Brown. And that is Hunter Brown. Ball out there to Sidwell. He's in the ball game now. Sidwell drives. He's a left-hander. Throws it up. Off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Fullerton. And ahead to Oliver. And he gets fouled by Rush as he goes in for the layup. As we have a score of 5-2, and AJ will have the free throws for you.
Yeah, Mitchell Oliver going to the line for 2 here. Got out on the break. Nice outlet pass out to him. Draws the foul here. First one is up and good. Connor Flynn coming into the game here for Micah Henry. Second free throw on the way, and
lane violation by Oliver on that. And so Griggsille Perry going to take there's a quick timeout here with 2:54 left here in the first quarter. It is Griggsille Perry 5, Brown County 3. We'll be back.
Cassing Lumber Company, your do-it-best quality paints dealer, mixes unique paint colors for any project. Bring a sample of your pillows, curtains, or other items, and Cassings will scan them into their computer. Mix your unique color of do-it-best quality paint and save the information. Need a special gift? Cassing's gift department has gifts for everyone. Cassing Lumber Company, hometown family-owned lumber and hardware store, supporting hometown schools and families for 45 years. Route 99 South, Mount Sterling. Call 217-773-2611.
St. Mary's School offers an excellent education, special activities, affordable tuition, and after-school care in a loving, faith-based family atmosphere. All students, kindergarten through 8th grade, are one-on-one, which means each student has their own iPad. If 5 or more students commit to attend St. Mary's School from Rushville and or Beardstown, St. Mary's can provide free transportation to and from school. It's not too late to register. Call Melissa at 217-773-2825 to schedule a tour today.
Hey, this is Lance Grady with L. Grady Realty, Brown County's premier residential and commercial real estate brokerage. If you're in the market to buy, sell, or rent, we would love to work with you. You can check us out on the internet at www.lgradyrealty.com, find us on Facebook, or call or text me personally anytime at 217-491-0812. L. Grady Realty, local brokers, local office, local expertise. We are Brown County's leading residential real estate brokerage.
Steve Surratt, AJ Cass, and Colin Dieterle back with you on the broadcast. 2:50 left here in the first quarter, and Griggsille Perry leads 5-0. Rush goes the left-hand side. In the corner, the left-hander Sidwell throws it up, no good.
It's good.
Rebound on the other side is Trey Fullerton. Tries to get it down the floor on a fast break. Little does, and the ball gets thrown away. But it was knocked out by Griggsville. Inbound will be Fullerton. Fullerton gets the ball back out front to Havens. Havens with the dribble, gives it to Oliver. He drives the lane. Feeds back out to Havens. Havens in for Fullerton. Down in the corner, that's going to be Flynn. He drives in, shoots the ball, no good. And the rebound comes off, and it's Sidwell. We're going back the other direction. He stops. Back out front. Rush pushes the ball in the corner, Sidwell, and out to Brown, and the ball goes out of bounds. Hunter Brown, the only Brown in the ball game right now. Just so everybody knows that. Ball's going to be inbounded by Dorsey. Into Sidwell and back to Rush to set up the offense. He's the main dribbler on this offense. In the corner to Dorsey. Back to Sidwell. Rush, do you think could have got a travel on that one? In high school, that would have been called. Dorsey back to top of the key. He gives the ball back to Rush. He'll reset the offense. Carter Havens is on him. Back to Dorsey, top of the key. Brown, top of the key. He's trying to push his way in there. Can't get
defense.
that done.
Good defense by Trey there.
Sidwell back out front to Dorsey. Back to Sidwell. To Rush. And I'm pretty sure he's going to try to drive. He drives, 4 men on him, kicks it off. Shot up, no good by Brown. And who is it? That is Fullerton headed the other direction. No good. Rebound Oliver. He kicks it back out to Little as he's fallen to the ground. Little to Havens. He gives it over to Fullerton. Back to Little. Back to Fullerton. He's going to shoot a three. No good. Rebound on the floor by Dorsey. And it's stolen by Oliver. He's going to take it to the bucket. Up and off the glass. No good. And rebound there was by
Connor Flynn.
Yeah.
Got his own board off of his first attempt and got the second one to go.
Now we got a 5-5 game with just under 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Rush with the basketball. Kicks it out to Sidwell. Sidwell to Brown. Brown, top of the key, gives it back out to Rush. Ball almost stolen by Havens. Ball Dorsey, he feeds it into Sidwell. Ball off the glass, no good. Rebound Little, he throws it out front for Oliver to catch up to. He does, but he steps on the out of bounds line going after the ball. Had some competition by Rush. Forced that turnover for Griggsille Perry.
That's still a good job of them getting the ball out. We're doing a good job of getting the ball out and running, beating their defense back, hopefully beating that zone back, not letting them get set up.
A lot of pushing going on. Yeah, Rush likes to push, but Havens is pushing him back. The ball turned over by Griggsille Perry on the inbound. Just a little sloppy play there.
Yep. Great opportunity here for the Hornets, hopefully on an out-of-bounds play to get a basket here at the end of the quarter, get some momentum going into the second.
Is that Wyatt in the ball game?
Yes.
Okay. Lucky number 13. I ought to be able to remember that. Inbound by Fullerton. He gets it to Wyatt. Cassing drives in, throws it up off the glass, no good. And they were headed back the other way. Dorsey with the basketball. He's going to try to go coast to coast, and Oliver is going to get called for a foul, pushing off on that.
Yeah, that's one of those situations he's just going to have to learn, take a little different angle to shut him off.
Yeah, just beat him to the spot and get set up. That's about all you can do. You know where he's going. Be inbounded. That will be Dorsey inbounding. The rush, and he loses the basketball. Oliver gets it, and that's the end of the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, it's Brown County 5, Griggsille Perry 5 on the Cass Communications scoreboard. We'll be back after these messages.
Burnett's Plumbing Company. It's good to know someone you trust when your home is giving you a headache. Burnett's Plumbing has been helping customers solve household plumbing problems in Brown County for 7 years. Their mission is to provide Brown County and the surrounding area with quality, timely, and professional plumbing service. Give Burnett's Plumbing a call at 217-773-3008. That's 217-773-3008, where they believe a flush is better than a full house.
Hi, I'm Heather Henry, owner and instructor at Heather's Tumble and Tap in Mount Sterling, where we have been teaching dance to the children of Brown County and the surrounding areas since 1995. We offer classes in tap, jazz palm, tumbling, and offer an all-boys tumbling class for all those future Hornet athletes. At Heather's Tumble and Tap, we focus on fun, friends, and the fundamentals of dance in a non-competitive atmosphere. Follow us on Facebook to stay up to date on upcoming classes and events. Go Hornets!
Steve Surratt, AJ Cass, and Colin Dieterle with you on the broadcast today on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more. And speaking of the more, there's going to be a chorus concert out there that Nick and I recorded the other day for the chorus. That's part of our more. We did St. Mary's Christmas program. That's out there online. And so we're glad that we can do a few more things as we kind of squeeze it into the schedule. Ball driven, that's Connor Flynn. He doesn't get it. And Fullerton with the rebound. He throws the ball away. That ends up in Dorsey's hands, and it'll be Rush bringing the ball back into Rush the other direction. Rush likes to go to his left, goes right, feeds the ball out to Sidwell. Three-pointer. Nope, two.
Yep,
it's on the line. So that makes it a 7-5 Griggsille Perry lead over Brown County, 7th grade basketball game. Ball fed by Flynn down to Havens. Havens double dribbles, or is there going to be a foul? Foul's going to be, I believe, on Blaine Sidwell. Ball will be out on the side. Havens, Cassing, Flynn, Boylan, and Fullerton in the ball game for Brown County. Try to feed it into Fullerton. He fights and gets the basketball, feeds it out to Havens. There's Cassing. He's going to put up the three off the glass. No good. Rebound in there by Flynn, and that ball's blocked, but he's fouled in the process with part of the body. AJ will have the free throws for you.
Yeah, nice job of hitting the glass there by Connor to get that board, get that opportunity. First one on the way. It's good, nothing but net. Second one is up, good as well.
And that makes it a 7-7 ball game. Just a little over 5 minutes left here before half. At half, we'll have the Yingling and Nissen halftime show for you. Ball given to Dorsey. Dorsey gets it over to Brown. Brown dribbles back out to Dorsey. Dorsey gets the ball over to Sidwell. Back to Dorsey. Finally, Nash gets involved. 4 people out front. One guy supposed to be running baseline, but I don't think he was running the baseline there. That is Brown. He brings it back out front, gets the ball to Rush. Rush going to try to drive in, kicks it out to Sidwell. Sidwell looks back out front, gives the ball to Dorsey. He'll reset the offense. Back to Brown. Ball to Nash, and coach wants a timeout with that. 7-7, 4:21 left here in the second quarter on the Cass Communications scoreboard. We'll be back.
The Mount Sterling Savings Center, a customer-owned savings bank offering online banking from your computer or mobile phone, allowing you access to your account on your schedule. The Mount Sterling Savings Center is a proud supporter of Brown County athletics. Mount Sterling Savings Center, conveniently located at 201 West Main, the intersections of routes 24 and 99, is a branch of the Beardstown Savings located at 301 South Main. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Steve Surratt, AJ Cassing, and Colin Dieterle back with you on the broadcast. I got to keep up with Colin. He's on board over here. I don't have to tell him to do anything. He's usually telling me, hey, I'm coming back. Get the mic back up. It'll be inbounded by Rush as they pick for each other across the lane. He can't find anybody open. Finally gets the ball over to Brown, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Good job by Trey there, getting his hands on that, knocking it off the Griggsille Perry player.
Havens will inbound. He gets it into Flynn. Flynn looks back to Havens. Havens cross courts to Cassing. Gets it down to Fullerton. Fullerton drives in, stops, shoots off the glass. No good. Rebound is going to be Brown, and he's going to get fouled by Fullerton on the play.
Yep. Coach is telling him nobody stopped you. Keep going all the way to the basket.
Yeah.
Got to attack. Can't see that.
Yeah, if they stop you, create that, they're going to keep going.
There's a little resistance there, but not enough to stop him if he's determined to get there.
Rush trying to get to the basket. He's been a little frustrated. Brown County's been helping really well as he drives, knowing that they got to shut him off. Sidwell back out front. That's to Dorsey. Dorsey looking for Rush, can't find him. Gets to the left-hand side or right-hand side to Brown. Brown puts the ball up, nothing but air on that. Flynn the rebound, gets it out to Havens on the fast break. Havens going to drive in, put the ball up. It was blocked easily by Rush. He gives just a couple inches to Rush there, and Rush has got some long arms.
Good take. You got to use your body a little better to protect the ball as you're going up.
Inbound by Fullerton. Got it to Havens. He traveled. And so 3:35 left with tie. Ball game 7-7. Little's going to come back in the ball game for Havens.
Sometimes at this age, kids get too worried about running the out-of-bounds play rather than realizing that they might be wide open.
Little going to be on Rush. He goes left, feeds the ball to Sidwell. Sidwell almost loses the ball, gives it back to Rush in the corner. He gets cut off at the baseline, and they're going to call a foul. Didn't need to reach on that. We had him cut off on the baseline. He had no place to go.
Yep. Old rule used to be step on that baseline, he's got nowhere to go. But you can't do that anymore. You gotta stay in bounds even as the defender now.
Okay. Ball out front. That's Brown. Gives it back to Rush. Rush will set up the offense, but his main goal, he's been trying to penetrate most of the day, and since early on, Brown County stopped that. Ball in the middle. That's Dorsey throwing up a shot. No good. Rebound comes back the other way. That's Wyatt Cassing. He looked like he wanted to go coast to coast. Turns around, shoots. No good. Rebound by Dorsey, and Cassing's going to get a foul on that, I believe. And it's going to be Oliver back in the ball game. I didn't see who he's coming back in for. But with that, timeout, 7-7 ball game, 2:50 left here in the second quarter. We'll be back.
Main Street Repair and Terry Ham have the reputation of being the best at front-end alignments in the area. With 20 years of experience, Terry is the person that customers and auto repair professionals refer their friends and customers to. But alignments are not the only thing that they do at the Main Street Repair. They repair steering and suspension issues, install leveling and lift kits, repair and replace brakes and tires, do oil changes, as well as minor engine and miscellaneous repairs. Main Street Repair at 216 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Call for your appointment today at 217-773-3848. Once again, that's 217-773-3848.
Sharing a big family moment, working hard from home, relaxing with a friend. Welcome to life in the broadband age, where reliable internet has never been more important. Cascom keeps your family connected with consistent speeds up to 1 gig and Plume whole home adaptive Wi-Fi. Make sure your home's ready for life in the broadband age. Call our local service team or visit us online at cascom.com.
Chad Yingling here with Yingling Nissen Insurance. We have over 40 years of experience in the insurance business. So we want to make sure that you are well protected. So that means making sure you have the best coverage possible to protect you financially. We do all kinds of insurance, personal, farm, commercial, governmental, you name it, we can insure it. So check us out, www.ynagency.com, or give us a call, 217-773-3397.
Steve Surratt, Colin Dieterle, A.J. Cassing back with you on the broadcast today. Stay tuned at halftime for the Yingling and Nissen halftime report. A.J. will give you the stats from the first half here in about 2.5 minutes. Rush tries to drive in, and it gets knocked out of bounds. I thought that went off of Boylan.
No.
No, it didn't.
Tipped both of their fingers just at the last second.
Inbounded by
doing a good job of getting our hands on those passes.
To Little, to Flynn. Little trying to get the ball across, feeds it into Cassing. Cassing sees wide open underneath the basket. That's Boylan, Matt Boylan. He gets up, no good. Oliver's rebound up, no good, and out of bounds. Good job of Wyatt to look for the open man that time. Inbound by Wyatt Cassing. He gets it back out front to Oliver. Oliver looks to Flynn. Flynn drives the lane, gets boxed in, back out to Oliver. Oliver drives the lane, goes up, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebound finally by Brown. That'll be Hunter Brown, headed back the other direction. Gives it to Rush. Rush out front to Dorsey. He'll set up the offense. Nope, he won't. Rush will set it up. Goes to the right-hand side. That's unusual. Sidwell feeds in to Dorsey, going down the lane. Shot up, no good. Wyatt Cassing the rebound. He's going to push the ball up the court for Brown County, and he double travels. Okay. He's trying to do too many things at once there.
Yeah.
Connor Flynn comes out of the ball game, and into the ball game is Brody Phelps. Rush, right-hand side. Ball blocked by Little, but he's going to get called. He got him with the body too, so that'll make a 1.5 left here. Still 7-7 score on the Cass Communications scoreboard. I want to thank all of our sponsors. And Cascom in particular, they provide a lot of internet for what we do. Ball up by Rush, and that's no good. How many fouls is that on Little?
I think just the 2.
Just the 2?
Mm-hmm.
No good. Rebound is Oliver. He's going to push the ball up the floor. Gets it to Havens. Havens back out to Oliver. Oliver's looking for somebody to get the ball to. He gets it to, looks like Eli Staten back into the ball game. Phelps travels as he gets the ball. And we're going back the other way. Been a tight ball game almost since the start. We've been tied several times, 7-7, 5-5, 2-2. Rush, they're forcing him right. He doesn't like to go right as often. He tries to cross over, can't do it, loses the basketball. And there's going to be a
foul call.
Foul called on that play?
Yeah.
Who was that called on?
It's called on Bryant.
Looks like
No,
Rush.
Yep.
That's his second foul here already, and he's going to take a seat. I take Rush out of there, and I got Kason Brown and Hunter Brown in the ball game. Phelps. Havens down low to Oliver. He's trying to force his way in there. Can't do it. He's forced that basketball. Hunter Brown with the rebound. He's going to run the offense for a moment. Sidwell with the basketball. He's a left-hander. He's going to try to go left, but can't. Dorsey. Dorsey spins, goes down the lane, and up and good, and that was a good move.
Yeah, it was a good spin move on his part. Brown County's help side wasn't there. Nobody had a foot in the lane there as he went to drive, and they were too quick or too slow to recover there.
Havens coming out. Wyatt Cassing coming back in the ball game.
Just picked up his second. I think Coach just getting him out the last few seconds here.
Dorsey's shot no good, and it's Cassing. Cassing gets to Phelps. Phelps trying to drive the lane, kicks it back out to Oliver. Oliver drives, kicks it back out to Cassing. Cassing from long range, no good. Rebound is Dorsey for Griggsille Perry. We're headed back the other direction. Brown gives it back to Dorsey to set up the offense. He's got Mitchell Oliver. Gets past him, throws it in the corner. That is to Kason Brown, and loses the basketball. Back out front to Oliver. Oliver gets tied up, and they're going to say the foul was Caden Nash on that play. And
on the floor.
16 seconds left here in the second quarter. Cassing inbounds, gets it to Phelps. Top the key, going to have to get something off here shortly. Cassing to Phelps. Phelps down to Matthew Boylan. No good. Rebound is Sidwell. And Sidwell just dribbles out the clock. With that, and as we head to halftime, Griggsille Perry leading our Brown County Hornets 9-7 in this 7th grade basketball contest today on the Cass Communications scoreboard. We'll be back after some messages for our Yingling and Nissen halftime report. Thank you.
Banks are involved in every aspect of our daily lives. They support us as we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like purchasing that new car, opening a small business, buying or building a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. Bank with a partner you can trust and count on. Farmer State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling. Locally owned, locally operated, locally dedicated. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to handling your taxes, ever feel a bit taxed? If so, why not give yourself some well-deserved tax relief and visit Larry Dunn Accounting. Larry and his staff have been helping clients with tax return preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, sales tax, and business consultation since 1980. Put their experience to work for you today. After almost 5 decades in business, their number one priority remains building long-term relationships. Larry Dunn Accounting, 443 East Main Street in Mount Sterling, or call 217-773-3400.
When it comes to your money, local is better. Farmers National Bank of Griggsille is here in the heart of the community, working where we live. We make sensible loans to our friends and neighbors so that we can help our community grow. Stop by and see our friendly staff and see what we can do to meet your financial goals. Located in Griggsille, Pittsfield, and Mount Sterling. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Culbertson is the heart of the communities we serve. As we introduce our new logo and refreshed brand, we want you to know that we pledge to maintain the highest quality standard of care you expect here at Culbertson Memorial Hospital. We continue to remain committed to our care promise. What is our care promise? Care that proves to our customers that we do our best to meet their needs. Attitudes that demonstrate that we are here to serve our communities. Respect for all who enter our doors. Exceed the expectations of our patient. Culbertson Memorial Hospital in Rushville, empowering your health and healing.
The Ray Insurance Agency is an independent insurance agency in Mount Sterling. We offer competitively priced insurance products that fit the needs of you and your family. We specialize in personal, commercial, and agribusiness insurance products. So call me, Brad Cassing, today at 217-773-3851 for a free quote and risk assessment. We are located at 128 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Our phone number is 217-773-3851.
At Brown County State Bank, our interest is in the students of our community. We think it's important to reward students for their hard work. With our Hoorays for A program, students can earn cash for their savings account. Plus, the students in school will be entered into an annual grand prize contest. Stop in the Brown County State Bank for Hooray for A's rules. Brown County State Bank, 101 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, member FDIC, and equal opportunity lender.
At All About Dance and More LLC, these are our core values. Perseverance by all studio members to put forth good effort to achieve goals. Innovative creation of original and unique learning environments. Fierce energy and community that builds student happiness, self-esteem, quick learning, and bold relationships. Integrity and investment in quality professional work where trust and high morals are practiced. Commitment to the studio family with loyalty, responsibility, and high expectations to create a lifelong appreciation for the AADM journey.
Mitsubishi ductless systems give you individual room control and allergen filtration with no ductwork, so you can be as comfortable as you want anywhere in your home. The Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling can help you design a Mitsubishi system for your new addition, remodeling project, your man cave, or she shed. Call Scranton Heating and Cooling today to come and evaluate the best options available to you. The Comfort Man, 217-773-2626, or on the web at comfortman.com. KLC Inc. has been around since February of 2020. We are an apparel shop that specializes in screen printing, embroidery, custom and team apparel, promotional products, fundraising items, home decor, and personalization of anything. We strive to make customer service number one and get customers the professional results they're looking for. KLC Inc., 115 South Capitol Avenue, Mount Sterling, Illinois, 217-773-9090. Remember, KLC Inc., you think it, we ink it.
Steve Surratt, AJ Cassing, and Colin Dieterle back with you at 7th grade basketball. We're at halftime, and it is Griggsille Perry leading Brown County 9-7 in the first half of the ball game on the Cass Communications scoreboard. You're listening to the Yingling and Nissen Agency halftime show. 111 West Washington and Mount Sterling. Call 773-3397 or on the web at ynagency.com. AJ, you got some halftime stats over there for us?
Yeah, you know, as far as the first half stats, neither team absolutely burning the nets up as the scoreboard shows, but looked like Griggsille Perry shot right around 30% in that first half, as opposed to Brown County's ice cold 13% from the field. You know, Brown County's 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Griggsille looked like they were one of 4, so little advantage there from the free throw line for the Hornets. But from the field, it's not like they're not getting good looks either. You know, they're getting those shots right around the basket. Just got to get them to fall.
Absolutely. Oliver's made some good moves to the basket, but can't get things to drop off. How many points? Give us the individual scoring for the first half.
Rush leading Griggsille with 5, and then Sidwell and Dorsey each with 2 to come up to their total of 9. And then Connor Flynn coming off the bench, scoring 4 for the Hornets. Micah Henry with 2, and Mitchell Oliver with one free throw. So it doesn't take too long to get through the first half scoring when it's 9-7 at the half. So
absolutely. Well, we're about 3 minutes away from starting back up. The teams are back not out on the floor, but we want to thank our sponsors for everything they do. Our Ray Insurance, AJ and his brother, one of our sponsors. We want to thank them. You're listening to the Yuengling and Nissen halftime show. We'll be back with the keys to the second half, brought to you by Henry Automotive after these messages.
At Henry Automotive, they believe in honest, hometown service. They have the latest in technology and tools and are equipped for any job. So, whether it's an oil change, scheduled maintenance, a check engine light, or a major repair, Doug and Darren Henry, your ASE certified mechanics, are standing by to get you back on the road. Henry Automotive, located at 1157 690 East Street, Mount Sterling. Just turn north at the KC Hall onto Damon Road. Drive 1.8 miles and look for the big blue and yellow sign. Call Henry Automotive at 773-9066. Once again, that's Henry Automotive at 773-9066.
This is Brandon Kindhart with Double K Firearms. At Double K Firearms, we treat you like family and want you to enjoy your experience while you're here. We buy, sell, and trade new and used firearms and much, much more. We offer an amazing selection and extremely competitive price. We would love to get you set up with whatever it is you're looking for, whether it's for hunting, recreation, or just adding to your collection. That's Double K Firearms, 212 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, or call 217-430-7523. And remember, always support local, and the best time to buy it's when you see it.
Steve Surratt, AJ Cassing, and Colin Dieterle back with you on the broadcast today. Colin holding down the video side, and I tell you what, I got no worries over there. He's doing a great job for us, and AJ and I, neither one want that job, so we're just thankful for somebody that's really good at it. And you're listening to the Yuengling and Nissen halftime show, 111 West Washington and Mount Sterling. Call 773-3397 or on the web at YNAgency.com. Keys to the second half here, brought to you by Henry Automotive, dealership quality auto repair and service at hometown prices. That's Henry Automotive, 773-9066. Okay, AJ, what do we got to do to stretch a lead out, win this ball game here in the second half?
Well, just kind of getting back to what we were talking about with our shooting percentages. We got some good looks off of some Griggsille Perry turnovers there in that first half, just not able to capitalize on them. And then also, I felt like most of their offense runs through Brody Rush, so it takes 5 guys to slow down a really good player. So we need to make sure that as a team we are defending him and keeping him from getting in those spots where he can score and he can dish off to help his teammates out.
Hopefully Rush didn't watch Sidwell make that move, that spin move down to the lane, because we're cutting him off pretty hard, left-handed and right-handed. And I think he could get away with that because we are squeezing so hard to the outside that we're leaving the middle open. Mm-hmm. And I observed that. The other thing we could do on our side, yeah, we've had some good shots, but the person's had 3 people on them. Mm-hmm. And you and I know this from coaching. If there's 3 people on you, there's got to be 2 people that don't have anybody on them.
Yep,
and so look for that one extra pass to somebody that's wide open that can get totally set up for the shot, but take a quality shot.
Yeah, and in that zone that Griggsille likes to play, once that ball goes down on the block, somebody needs to make a cut towards the ball.
And it'd be Griggsille Perry starting out the second half as Rush puts it over to Sidwell. Sidwell feeds it down low to Dorsey. He's up and off the glass, and just like that, they're up 11-7. With 5:40 left here on the Cass Communications scoreboard. Fullerton feeds it across to Oliver, slashes in the middle, off the rim, no good. We need to use the backboard a little bit more. And got a scrum on the floor.
Jackson McNiff getting on that loose ball down there, getting the possession back for the Hornets.
Fullerton inbounds. He gives it in the setup to who's 45?
Jackson McNiff.
Okay. All right. Well, we need to write that one on
Started
here.
The second half.
He's not anywhere else on the roster. Jackson
Yeah, he didn't make it in the first half, but Coach decided to start him here in the second. Done a good job so far.
And he's 45. I want to make sure we get him on our roster so we got it every time. And I'm glad we got video and you saw what happened there. Brown County brings it the other direction and hits Fullerton, tries to force it down to Oliver.
First two possessions there, Trey's had a lane to the basket. If he just puts his head down and goes, he's got 2 layups.
Yeah, and he can probably feed the ball off to Oliver. And once they collapse on him, Little top of the key. Gives it back out front. That is Henry. Back to Fullerton. Little with the basketball on the left-hand side, and there's going to be a foul there. They're going to call a foul on Caden Nash. Caden Nash is only a 5th grader. And he looks like a boy amongst the men out there. And it looks like Little to Fullerton. Fullerton looks back to Little, top of the key. He can't get it in. Back to Fullerton. Fullerton's going to take a 3. No good off the glass. He gets his own rebound, though. Cross courts to Oliver. Oliver tries to drive. Back to Fullerton. Fullerton looks and pulls up his dribble. Henry, I think he got hit in the mouth on that. Fullerton drives in. Stutter steps. Well, that's really not a stutter step. That was a step. And travels, and that's going to be a turnover for Brown County. Good ball movement that time. As far as Brown County, being patient for the shot. And I think if they do that, they're going to see some people open.
Yeah, we'll see some people open. We just need to make stronger moves as a whole. I mean, as a entire team, need to make stronger moves, absorb a little contact, and then finish through it.
Rush brings the ball down for Griggsille Perry. Left-hand side, he can't get in, gives it to Sidwell. Sidwell in the corner, gives it back out to Brown. Brown's going to try to go down the lane. He's triple teamed. Off the glass, no good. Rebound Fullerton. We're going to head the other direction. He sees a wide open Micah Henry, and the ball goes out of bounds off of Micah's hand. Let's see. That is Jack Sefton into the ball game. Micah Henry's going to set for a moment while Jack plays. Rush brings the ball up for Griggsille Perry. On him's Little. He crosses over, takes it down the lane, feeds out to Sidwell. Sidwell tries to go low. Nice job of Fullerton just knocking that pass away.
He's tipped a lot of passes today.
Inbound's going to be Sidwell. Sidwell gets it over to Brown. Brown out front
Sidwell
to Rush.
Around. Yep.
Sidwell in the far corner now.
Once I saw Sidwell taking the ball out of bounds, I kind of thought he might be coming back in for the shot.
He traveled. Rush travels as he thought he had something, and then it went away. Nice defense that time by Brown County, forcing that turnover. Little gets it across to Fullerton. Fullerton feeds down to Oliver. Oliver, all he had to do was dribble to the basket, but he takes it off the glass and makes that.
Those are the kind you like.
Yep. 11-9 ball game, 3:40 left here in the third quarter on the Cass Communication scoreboard. Rush trying to set up something up front. Back out front to Dorsey. Dorsey to Sidwell. Several left-handers on this Griggsille Perry team.
On both teams.
Yeah, Rush will reset the offense. He comes to the left-hand side, can't get in there. That's Dorsey, gives it to Sidwell. Nice move in the lane, off the glass, no good. Rebound Fullerton. He gets it out to Oliver as Oliver's booking down. He twists, turns, throws it off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound. Got to go back up with that. Didn't, feeds it back out to Fullerton. He banks it off the glass, and we're tied at 11.
It's open.
That's what we were asking him to do. If you got 3 people on you, find the open guy. We did that time. And a full timeout with 11-11. 2:51 left here in the third quarter on the Cass Communication scoreboard. We'll be back.
This is Tracy Hendricker with the Hendricker Funeral Home in Mount Sterling. On behalf of our entire family, we wish the best of luck to all the Hornet teams this season. Jamie and I have always been so proud of the athletic programs in the Brown County School District, which was such an important part of our own children's formative years. We are honored and humbled to have served so many families in Brown County and pledge to continue the tradition of assisting families with the dignity and compassion our community deserves. Thank you, and go Hornets!
Casting Lumber Company, your do-it-best quality paints dealer, mixes unique paint colors for any project. Bring a sample of your pillows, curtains, or other items, and Castings will scan them into their computer. Mix your unique color of do-it-best quality paint and save the information. Need a special gift? Castings Gift Department has gifts for everyone. Casting Lumber Company, hometown family-owned lumber and hardware store, supporting hometown schools and families for 45 years. Route 99 South, Mount Sterling. Call 217-773-2611.
Steve Surratt, A.J. Casting, Colin Dieterle back with you in the broadcast. 7th grade game, 2:51 left here in the third quarter on the Cass Communications clock. And an 11-11 tie. We've been tied 11-11. We've been tied 7-7, 5-5, 2-2. Fourth tie of the ball game. Easy to keep track of in a slow game like this. Ball's Dorsey. Dorsey feeds down low to Nash. Nash, nothing on the baseline, gives it back out to Brown. Rush, he'll try to make something. He tries to force his way and push his way baseline, and Fullerton's not going to let him do that. That's too big a body to push there. Dorsey with the basketball, and he travels. and Rush is used to pushing his way in, and that ain't going to happen against Oliver or Fullerton when you go down low.
Yeah, very, very strong boys.
Timeout on the sideline, still 11-11, 2:36 left. We'll be back after these messages.
St. Mary's School offers an excellent education, special activities, affordable tuition, and after-school care in a loving, faith-based family atmosphere. All students, kindergarten through 8th grade, are one-on-one, which means each student has their own iPad. If 5 or more students commit to attend St. Mary's School from Rushville and or Beardstown, St. Mary's can provide free transportation to and from school. It's not too late to register. Call Melissa at 217-773-2825 to schedule a tour today.
The Mount Sterling Savings Center, a customer-owned savings bank offering online banking from your computer or mobile phone, allowing you access to your account on your schedule. The Mount Sterling Savings Center is a proud supporter of Brown County athletics. Mount Sterling Savings Center, conveniently located at 201 West Main, the intersections of routes 24 and 99, is a branch of the Beardstown Savings located at 301 South Main. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Main Street Repair and Terry Ham have the reputation of being the best at front-end alignments in the area. With 20 years of experience,
Steve Surratt, A.J. Casting, and Colin Dieterle back with you. We want to thank our sponsors for helping us with the broadcast. And it's going to be, let's see, who's in the ball game? Sefton back in the ball game. Little brings the ball up, tries to feed it down. It's knocked away by Sidwell. And at times we look really good and sharp, and other times we throw the ball away when something isn't open. Sefton with the basketball, top of the key. Feeds it right side to Fullerton. Fullerton cross courts, and it's intercepted there by Rush. He's going to try to go coast to coast. Goes up, no good. Rebound on the play by Jackson McNeff. And Little will bring it up, and he throws it to Rush. Another turnover. Rush going to try to go coast to coast, and it doesn't work, and that is Nash with the rebound. Back out front to Dorsey. Rush will set up the offense now for Griggsille Perry as we got a tie ball game with 11-11, and we got just under, 148 left. It's hard to tell because that black piece is just a little bit above that. We need that to get that adjusted up just a hair. And so Rush shoots. AJ will help you out with that.
Rush gets the first one to fall at the line here. He's gotten to the line quite a few times here tonight. Aggressive to the basket. Second one is on the way and comes up short. Rebound by Jackson McNeff again.
Gets the ball over to Flynn. Flynn gets it to Havens. Havens gives it to Fullerton. He travels. A lot of travel calls tonight.
Yeah, we just have to have that mindset that until somebody steps up and stops us, that we're going to keep putting it on the floor and we're going to drive aggressively. We just get a little resistance and then we want to pick it up.
And it looks like Hunter Brown's coming off. the floor.
Havens back into the game along with Connor Flynn for the Hornets.
Rush drives, he travels. He wasn't expecting to be as open as he was, and he spins, and he's going, well, maybe I should have went to the bucket on that.
That's what I mean. Kids drive expecting to not be open. You got to drive until somebody stops you.
Ball stolen by Rush again. He'll set up the offense for Griggsille Perry. They've got a 1-point lead here with just a minute and 23 seconds left here on the Cass Communications clock here in the third quarter. That's going to be Nash. He drives and loses the ball out of bounds. 2-2-1 full court press here. Havens with the basketball, goes back to the center, feeds it off to the side. Nice press break there. And I believe that is Sefton still in. And Fullerton shoots, no good. In and out of McNeff's hands into Flynn's hands, and he feeds it out to Jackson. Sefton shoots, and he gets fouled.
Sefton will go to the line for two here, hoping to take the lead for the Hornets. For the first time? Have we had a lead?
I don't think we had a lead.
First one's in and out for him.
You'll have to ask Kevin Dieterle. He did the jinx last night. Brown County made 5 free throws in a row, and he mentioned it, and guess what? Number 6 didn't go in.
Second one on the way for Sefton here, and it's good. We got another tie ball game.
That's about the 5th tie of the ball game. 54 seconds left here in the third quarter. Rush with the basketball. Gives it to Dorsey, right-hand side. He's looking for somebody to pass the ball to. He's got Flynn on him. He finally sheds. Flynn doesn't go to the bucket because McNeff came up.
Yep. Great help by Jackson there after Connor got beat off the dribble.
Finally, Rush drives into the lane and throws the ball up, and he is going to be called. It's going to be Havens' call for that foul, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Rush going to the free throw line again to shoot his 6th and 7th free throws of the night here.
Is that 3 on Carter Havens?
Yes.
Hits the rim and dies in the hole.
It's all right. Looks like Coach is going to get Havens out of the game here for the last 31 seconds of the quarter. Just to avoid that fourth, here in the last few seconds. Second one on the way here for Rush. And he converts them both.
14-12, Griggsille Perry leading with 29 seconds left here on the and turnover by Brown County. Rush going to bring it back in. They're in no hurry. They got a 2-point lead here. They'd like to make it 4 by the end of this third quarter. Rush has got Sefton on him. Nice pick there by Brown to get him open. Brown to Sidwell.
Can't lose Rush right
Brown out to Dorsey. He shoots a 3 in and out, no good. Rebound McNeff, and that's going to be the end of the quarter with 14-12 at the end of 3 quarters of play on the Cass Communications scoreboard. We'll be back with your fourth quarter after these messages.
Main Street Repair and Terry Ham have the reputation of being the best at front-end alignments in the area. With 20 years of experience, Terry is the person that customers and auto repair professionals refer their friends and customers to. But alignments are not the only thing that they do at the Main Street Repair. They repair steering and suspension issues, install leveling and lift kits, repair and replace brakes and tires, do oil changes, as well as minor engine and miscellaneous repairs. Main Street Repair at 216 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Call for your appointment today at 217-773-3848. Once again, that's 217-773-3848.
Sharing a big family moment, working hard from home, relaxing with a friend. Welcome to life in the broadband age, where reliable internet has never been more important. Cascom keeps your family connected with consistent speeds up to 1 gig and Plume whole home adaptive Wi-Fi. Make sure your home's ready for life in the broadband age. Call our local service team or visit us online at cascom.com.
Chad Yingling here with Yingling Nissen Insurance. We have over 40 years of experience in the insurance business. So we want to make sure that you are well protected. So that means making sure you have the best coverage possible to protect you financially. We do all kinds of insurance, personal, farm, commercial, governmental, you name it, we can insure it. So check us out, www.ynagency.com, or give us a call, 217-773-3397.
Steve Surratt, A.J. Casson, Colin Dieterle back with you. Rush gives the ball to Sidwell. Back to Rush. He's trying to force his way in. Can't get it. Sidwell for a three. Up off the rim. No good, and it's going to be an over the back by Rush, I believe. And how many is that on him? Boys got a little excited there. Yeah. Mr. Holmberg says, wait a second, I got to touch that basketball.
I kind of wondered. I didn't think he gave it to him.
Rush with 3 fouls. Ball being brought up, and I'm looking to see who that is. That's Eli Staten. Gets it in the middle. That was Landon Barfield. Got new people. Timeout on the floor. 14-12, 5:34 left here in the fourth quarter. We'll be back after these messages.
The owners and staff of B&N Trucking would like to thank you for trusting them for the last 20 years. They're proud to continue to serve you with your trucking needs and exceptional customer service. Learn more at bnntrucking.net or call 217-289-3555. B&N Trucking, a family-owned local trucking company.
At Country Financial, we're more than just an office you may pass by as you drive through town. We're a part of your community and help support the programs that make our neighborhoods thrive. We take the time to get to know our customers. We know that every situation is unique, and our goal is to understand yours, so we can help you be confident about your financial security and your future. Call your local Country Financial representatives, Jacob Giesler and Larry Grady, today at 217-773-3591 to talk about how we can ensure that the future you're dreaming of is something you can proudly own, no matter what it looks like.
Steve Surratt, A.J. Casson, Colin Dieterle back with you. Ball out front. I'm going to have to get my sheet. That was Staten. Ball's on the floor underneath the basket. Barfield goes after it. And they're going to say Brown County ball as it gets tied up. Fullerton's going to inbound the ball.
Mitchell comes across and pins, yeah.
And there's Oliver. Nice job.
He's been there about a half a dozen times throughout this game on out-of-bounds plays.
14-14, about the 6th tie of the ball game. Rush with the basketball. He trips on his own feet, I believe. Barfield dives for it, or Staten, and can't get to it, and got a scrum on the floor. And a timeout, fortunately, by Griggsille Perry. I take it, we'll keep it here for right now. We'll take it that you didn't agree with that call.
No, good quick call by their coach to get the timeout. No doubt about that. But
can you call timeout when the ball's loose?
No, not if nobody has possession. But like the official was saying that Griggsille had possession. There was no jump ball. That's why he gave them the call. Looked like Eli had his hand in there on it to me from this angle, but he was on, the official's on the opposite side of the floor there, so it is kind of harder for him to see it perfectly.
Working with a 2-man crew. They usually work 3-man crews, even in junior high, right?
Yeah. Well, with a 2-man crew, you can't expect them to see everything.
No. And even with COVID now, there's even high school games that are going with 2 people. Ball inbounded. Dorsey back out to Rush. They'd like to get the lead back. Just about 5 minutes left, except for the clock is not going. Yeah, finally got going. It was stuck there for a couple of minutes or a couple of seconds. And there's going to be a foul called on the play. And it looks like 34 White or 33.
I think it was on Mitchell. His 4th.
4 fouls on him. That's going to put Sidwell to the line. And he sinks the free throws. He's made how many? Hasn't he made a few free throws, or is that his first?
No, that was his first.
That was all net.
He's a good shooter.
Off the rim, no good. Rebound back up by Brown. No good. Fullerton with the rebound. Little brings it upside, back to Fullerton. Fullerton looks, gets it across the line. I believe that was Flynn. Flynn gets it back out to Staten, and that was Wyatt threw that up, right?
Yep, it was. Vince Little with the rebound there, coming in, getting a nice weak side rebound, drawing the foul.
Fullerton will take the ball out. We'll see if they do with Connor Flynn what they did with Oliver. Nope. Ball out to Little. Little's looking for somebody open. Finds Staten. Staten gets it over to Cassing. Cassing drives down low, left-hand side, and he gets fouled, and I think that's going to get called on Rush, and that is probably his fourth foul.
Yeah. Looks like he got almost got bailed out on that call. He got in a bad spot there, got trapped, got lucky to get the call.
Yep. What you want in that case when you got nothing to do is you want somebody reaching for the basketball. You keep it moving, somebody will make a mistake.
They were. Coach Flessner was trying to get the timeout. He knew he was in a bad spot.
Trying to get the ball in, gets it in to Fullerton, and he spins, and he was on the line. Is that what they said?
Yep, just barely.
And Rush comes back in the ball game. Short time for Case and Brown to be in the ball game. Inbounded by Dorsey. Rush will bring the ball up. We're down to about 4 minutes and 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, and Griggsille Perry leading by 1. Fullerton blocks the basketball, and it went back off of Rush after it was blocked.
Little with the block there.
Was it Little?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ball's going to be inbounded by Flynn, Cassing, and Little down here. Back to Flynn in the middle. He shoots it down, gets it to Havens, and Havens puts the basket in. And they said no, it was on the floor?
On the floor, yep.
I thought it was going to be the first Brown County lead of the day, or the second.
Yep. Out of bounds here. Look for that pin on that opposite guy. Especially now.
And back in the ball game, Brown. They're going to make some switch arounds here as Rush is coming out, so he didn't get the fifth foul. They do the same thing with Fullerton. Doesn't work. Rebound Flynn kicks it back out to Cassing. Cassing feeds it over to Fullerton. He drives the lane, throws it off and in.
Nice bucket by Trey.
16-15, Brown County with, I think, their second lead of the ball game.
Ooh, lost somebody over here.
Underneath the basket, they don't see Caden Brown wide open with nobody on him. He's jumping up and down wanting the basketball. Sidwell drives in, back out to Caden Brown. And it's stolen by Flynn. He puts it off the glass, no good. Follow-up shot by Havens, no good. Follow-up again by Havens, couldn't get it up there. Fight for the basketball, and they're going to say jump ball, and the arrow is Brown County's ball as Wyatt Cassing and Dorsey were fighting for that basketball. Oliver comes back in the ball game. Wyatt Cassing comes out. We're going to set the pick here. We'll see what happens. Oliver wide open under the basket. He throws it off the glass. In and out. No good. Rebound Sidwell. And it'll be Dorsey bringing the ball up for Griggsille Perry. Dorsey on the right-hand side. Gets it out to Sidwell. He'll set up the offense as Rush is not in right now. He's got 4 fouls. He's waiting to get back in.
Yeah, I was going to say if he's not in, he'll be back in before too long.
Hunter Brown in the ball game. That's Dorsey driving, nothing available. And the ball's going to be over and back on this call. And a break for Brown County, and Rush is going to come in the ball game, but they're going to tell him you got to play smart. We don't want any defensive fouls on you as Case and Brown comes out of the ball game.
Got a timeout.
Timeout on the floor. 3 minutes left on the Cass Communication clock. Brown County leading 16-15. We'll be back.
When it comes to handling your taxes, ever feel a bit taxed? If so, why not give yourself some well-deserved tax relief and visit Larry Dunn Accounting. Larry and his staff have been helping clients with tax return preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, sales tax, and business consultation since 1980. Put their experience to work for you today. After almost 5 decades in business, their #1 priority remains building long-term relationships. Larry Dunn Accounting, 443 East Main Street in Mount Sterling, or call 217-773-3400.
When it comes to your money, local is better. Farmers National Bank of Griggsille is here in the heart of the community, working where we live. We make sensible loans to our friends and neighbors so that we can help our community grow. Stop by and see our friendly staff and see what we can do to meet your financial goals. Located in Griggsille, Pittsfield, and Mount Sterling. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you looking for an organization that changes lives both physically and emotionally? The Mount Sterling Community Center YMCA can help. Busy parents love the variety of activities for the whole family and our on-site childcare. We offer scholarship assistance and great options to fit any budget. Kickstart your new healthy routine with our group classes like yoga and Zumba. As a nonprofit organization, we pride ourselves on making a positive impact, not only in individuals, but also our community. We hope you'll join us at the Mount Sterling YMCA. Your future self will thank you.
Steve Surratt, A.J. Cass, and Colin Dieterle back. Havens gives the ball to Flynn. Flynn tries to drive in, gives it back out to Haven. Little with the basketball. Back to Flynn. Flynn with the basketball, dribbles, gives it to Havens. Brown County should be in no hurry to shoot the basketball. They got a 1-point lead, get a good shot, make some good plays here. Havens feeding the ball off. They're doing a little weave out front, trying to get something to open up. They try to rock you to sleep with that defensively. And where the little guy out front, Caden Nash, he's just getting taken all over the court.
Got to be strong with the ball as you're doing this.
Back with Havens, back with Little. Out to Flynn. He pulls up, doesn't shoot, drives in, doesn't shoot. The ball gets away from Little. And the ball's going to be tied up, and that's going to be Griggsille Perry's ball. Was doing some good running that offense there. They were being very disciplined.
Yeah, 6th and 7th graders running that weave is it can be difficult when that offense or defense is jumping out there and reaching at you a little bit.
They don't realize when that happens, then the middle is starting to open up, and you need to take the middle if you can. Rush with the basketball on the left-hand side. He goes baseline, gets it, goes up, and there's going to be a foul on Flynn on that play. Connor Flynn with a foul, and A.J. will have the call for you with Rush at the line.
Yep. Familiar sight here as Rush goes back to the free throw line again. Going to shoot his 8th and 9th of the game here. First one is off the rim. Second one coming here shortly, with Griggsille hoping to tie the game with this free throw.
Bounces around and is in. Tie ball game, 16-16, 1:46 left here on the Cass Communications scoreboard clock. Havens with the basketball, looking for somebody open. He's being double teamed, ball taken all away almost by Sidwell, and timeout called by Brown County. Tell you what, we're just going to keep it right here for this. Okay, tie ball game. Coach, what are you doing here?
Staying aggressive. Not. You know, you want to keep them from getting the ball too soon. You want to be patient, but at the same time, you want to stay aggressive and take that first opportunity you get to get that good look at the basket.
Okay.
You know, at times you can, minute 38, that might not seem like that long. You might be able to draw something up and run it for that long. But at this age, that's kind of unheard of to even think that you might be able to get them to hold the ball that long, hold for one shot here. So I say just take the first good opportunity at the basket and go strong, expecting them to be coming at you aggressively on defense as well. Be strong with the ball no matter where you are.
Well, and you got to be looking. They're leaving Rush out on the floor with 4 fouls. You want to see if you can draw a foul, get him off of there, get the lead. But the main thing right now, I think, is get the lead. Get a good quality shot, get the lead. Ball's going to be inbounded by Fullerton, and it's Little on the far side. They're trapping all over. Havens to Flynn. He drives, was going to go down low to Oliver, and that door closed, and
got caught in the air as he drove there.
Yep, and Sidwell, the coach, calls timeout with that. Minute and 22 left, tied 16-16 on the Cass Communications scoreboard. We'll be back.
Culbertson is the heart of the communities we serve. As we introduce our new logo and refreshed brand, we want you to know that we pledge to maintain the highest quality standard of care you expect here at Culbertson Memorial Hospital. We continue to remain committed to our care promise. What is our care promise? Care that proves to our customers that we do our best to meet their needs. Attitudes that demonstrate that we are here to serve our communities. Respect for all who enter our doors. Exceed the expectations expectations of our patients. Culbertson Memorial Hospital in Rushville, empowering your health and healing.
The Ray Insurance Agency is an independent insurance agency in Mount Sterling. We offer competitively priced insurance products that fit the needs of you and your family. We specialize in personal, commercial, and agribusiness insurance products. So call me, Brad Cassing, today at 217-773-3851 for a free quote and risk assessment. We are located at 128 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Our phone number is 217-773-3851.
Steve Surratt, A.J. Cassing, and Colin Dieterle, 7th grade ball game between Brown County and Griggsille Perry. Rush going to bring the basketball up. He gives it into Brown. Brown's going to get tied up, and it's going to be Brown County's ball on the arrow. And a nice job. Was that Little that tied him up?
He turned his back, and Little was there when he turned back around, ready to tie him up.
Cassing in. Flynn leads the ball game right now. So you've got Havens, Cassing, and Little up front for Brown County. Still wide open to Oliver, or I should say to Fullerton. He feeds it off to Oliver, and he doesn't go straight up with the shot, and we miss an opportunity there. We're down to a minute left, tied 16-16. I think Griggsille Perry is going to try to hold the ball here and get a last-second win.
Yep.
Sidwell.
Like I said, a minute's a long time for a 7th grade team to hold the ball.
Down to 46 seconds. Back out to Rush. Rush still with the basketball. He's trying, they want him to do it. Sidwell with the ball right around the free throw line, gets it back over to Caden Nash. Caden Nash gives it back to Rush. Rush working, Wyatt Cassing on him.
Got to give him a little space here.
Yep. Beat him to the spot. The only way you can do that is if you're back off of him. And timeout called by Griggsille Perry. Purple. I got thinking a different color. Yeah. We're going to keep it right here for this. Okay, AJ, 16.5 seconds. What's he drawing up? What's he going to do here?
Got to think he might be drawing up maybe a ball screen for Rush. Got to get him going to the basket the way he's been getting to the free throw line. You got to think he's going to keep the ball in his hands and let him make a play. At the same time, we have a foul to give. Hopefully that's communicated to our guys as well. But if we do take one, to take it, at a time when they're not shooting. So
I think I dribble Rush to the right-hand side, drive, but I'm going to put Sidwell out there in the corner. And I'm going to get Sidwell to shoot a short jumper for me as everybody collapses in the middle.
Yep.
And I trust with the way Sidwell's been shooting the ball. If he's open, he's going to put up a quality shot. Whether he's going to make it or not, that's two different things. But I think shooters on the floor, I think he's your main shooter from outside the basket.
Yep, I would agree.
And so Brown County's got to stop it, but they have to look for that outlet pass. But you've got to stop the drive first. You cannot give away an easy drive bucket. And it looks like Dorsey's going to take the ball out of bounds, and it's going to be Rush and Sidwell.
There, we got it.
Back out to Rush. Little on Rush. Oliver on Sidwell. Back over to Brown. And Oliver almost gets the ball stolen. It gets picked up, and Fullerton just needed to stop and get a handle on that ball. And the ball goes out of bounds.
The call was a travel. I don't
know how that was a travel. That was just straight out of bounds.
We just can't.
We got too anxious.
Free
and
basketball.
Guess what? We're going into overtime, folks, in the 7th grade game, 16-16. And we'll take a quick station break. 16-16 on the Cass Communications scoreboard. We'll be back with overtime.
At Brown County State Bank, our interest is in the students of our community. We think it's important to reward students for their hard work. With our Hoorays for A program, students can earn cash for their savings account. Plus, the students in school will be entered into an annual grand prize contest. Stop in the Brown County State Bank for Hooray for A's rules. Brown County State Bank, 101 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, member FDIC, and equal opportunity lender.
At All About Dance and More LLC, these are our core values. Perseverance by all studio members to put forth good effort to achieve goals. Innovative creation of original and unique learning environments. Fierce energy and community that builds student happiness, self-esteem, quick learning, and bold relationships. Integrity and investment in quality professional work where trust and high morals are practiced. Commitment to the studio family with loyalty, responsibility, and high expectations to create a lifelong appreciation for the AADM journey.
Steve Surratt, AJ Cass, and Colin Dieterle back with you on the broadcast. We're in 3-minute overtime here, 16-16 ball game on the Cass Communication scoreboard, as we got Griggsille Perry and Brown County 7th grade game. High school game is supposed to start at 5:30 or 6:30. We're supposed to be on the air at 6 o'clock. I think we'll still be on the air with the 8th grade game. What do you think, AJ?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Wyatt Cassing to Little. Little will set up the offense over to Cassing. Cassing's going to take the long 2-pointer. No good. Rebound Havens back out to Cassing. Cassing almost feeds it to Fullerton. Telegraph that pass, boys. You can't do that. Little to Havens, and it goes out of bounds, and it was last touched by Brown County. Brown County turns the ball over first here in the overtime as they want to flip to see who got the basketball first. Normally you have a jump during that time, but with COVID not. Rush, he's going to go to the right-hand side. Feeds Sidwell. Sidwell rotation through to Dorsey. Dorsey off the backboard, no good. Rebound is Fullerton. He gets it out front to Oliver. Oliver goes up off the glass, and Brown County's got an 18-16 lead with 2:20 left here in overtime. Rush brings back the ball for Griggsille Perry. Goes to the left-hand side. He's trying to go baseline. We didn't quite get him cut off, but he throws it up. No good. Gets his own rebound, throws it up, and he's going to go to the line shoot 2. And AJ will have that call for you.
Yep, did a good job of defending him there. The shot went up, and then just got a lucky bounce back to him to get his second opportunity and drew the foul there. First one is up for Rush. Long off the back iron. Second one coming up here, hopefully. And it's good.
18-17, 2:05 left here in overtime. Havens back to Cassing, back to Havens. He gets the ball across to Little, and there's going to be a timeout on the Brown County side of things. With a minute and 55 left and a 1-point lead, Brown County takes a break on the Cass Communication scoreboard. We'll be back.
KLC Inc. has been around since February of 2020. We are an apparel shop that specializes in screen printing, embroidery, custom and team apparel, promotional products, fundraising items, home decor, and personalization of anything. We strive to make customer service number one and get customers the professional results they're looking for. KLC Inc., 115 South Capitol Avenue, Mount Sterling, Illinois, 217-773-9090. Remember, KLC Inc., you think it, we ink it. A Rustic Garden ships home and garden accents coast to coast, right from its location in Mount Sterling. The folks there customize each sail by painting unique and vintage colors to match the look of the home or flower garden. They also do wrought iron fencing. How long does that last? 100 years? 200 years? Who knows how long wrought iron fencing will last? Shop www.arusticgarden.com and get it shipped directly to your front door. When it comes to handling your taxes, ever feel a bit taxed? If so, why not give yourself some well-deserved tax relief and visit Larry Dunn Accounting. Larry and his staff have been helping clients with tax return preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, sales tax, and business consultation since 1980. Put their experience to work for you.
Steve Surratt, AJ Cassing, Colin Dieterle back. Going to be inbounded by Haven. Gets it into Cassing. Cassing dribbles, goes into the lane, throws it up, no good, nothing but air. Back the other way, it's going to be Rush. 18-17 ball game, 1:47 left here on the Cass Communication scoreboard. Rush bounces the ball off of Oliver, ends up in Little's hands. He's driving the court, feeds low to Fullerton. Fullerton shoots the ball and makes it. 3-point lead for Brown County. Biggest lead of Brown County for the night. I think biggest lead for anybody in this contest tonight, 3 points. Rush gives it over to Sidwell. Sidwell, right-hand side, dribbles back to the middle, and they're going to call pushing on Mitchell Oliver on that play.
You know, he's just being aggressive there, but in that situation, that far away from the basket. He needs to know he's just got to pressure him without fouling.
5 fouls on Oliver. He comes out. Connor Flynn comes back into the ball game.
Blaine Sidwell going to the line here to shoot the 1-and-1 for the Eagles.
And they're having a talk here about the foul or something.
I don't know what they could be talking about.
Something at the other end of the court.
Like I said, Sidwell to the line for the 1-and-1 here.
That young man's got some nice touch. He's got the best touch of anybody on Griggsille Perry.
Yep, nice little lefty shooter.
That's some good rotation on the basketball.
Second one is off the back iron, but he gets his own rebound. Oh,
he tries to get in there, bounces off his own foot out of bounds. Nice defensive job there by Fullerton. Ball will be inbounded by Flynn with Cassing and Havens. Flynn, Cassing. Cassing gets a little cross courts to Fullerton. In for the basket. 22-18, 4-point lead, biggest lead for Brown County in this ball game. In fact, they haven't had much of a lead at all. Rush drives in, nothing. Havens with the rebound, gets it off to Cassing, and timeout, Brown County. With that, hopefully this will be our last commercial break here. 55 seconds left. Brown County leading 22-18.
Today, after almost 5 decades in business, their number one priority remains building long-term relationships. Larry Dunn Accounting, 443 East Main Street in Mount Sterling, or call 217-773-3400.
For over 100 years, the people and businesses in Brown County have counted on Farmers State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling to assist them with their banking needs. As the only locally owned and operated bank in Brown County.
Steve Surratt, AJ Cassing, and Colin Dieterle with you on the broadcast on BC Hornet Sports. Down to 55 seconds left in the ball game. Brown County gets the basketball. They've got a 4-point lead. That's Havens with the dribble. To Flynn, right-hand side. He's looking down low. He finds Fullerton. Back out to Flynn and then to Havens. They just need to settle down. Cassing gets the ball to Little. Little forces it, loses it, then knocks somebody to the floor, and that's Brown with the basketball. He gets it to Rush. 29 seconds left here. 2 possessions for Griggsille Perry to get back in this ball game. That's Dorsey. He feeds in the corner to Nash. Nash drives the lane, gets it out to Rush. Rush drives the lane, baseline, and he's going to get fouled by Connor Flynn.
Well, you can live with that foul there. You know, in this situation, you can live with it. He's coming over and help side. You don't want to give up a layup right there, so put him to the line.
What's Rush today from the free throw line? Worse than he was before that shot because he misses the first one. Brody Phelps in the ball game. As Little is going to sit down. Timeout Rushville as they're going to try to draw up a play for this. We'll keep it here. 15.5 seconds left. 4-point lead for Brown County.
Colin's smiling at you over there after you said Rushville again.
I did say Rushville again?
Purple's confusing you.
It is. Hey, Griggsille, Perry, and it's even worse. It's Eagles. It's not Tornadoes. It's Eagles. I'm all for junior high and high school should be named the same thing. It's too confusing for broadcasters.
Oh, I think after school consolidations and things like that, they haven't got there yet.
Yeah, because well, Perry was the Mountaineers, weren't they?
I'm sorry, Steve, that was before my time.
I think it was the Perry Mountaineers. Somebody can send me a text on that.
Our junior high used to be the Rockets, so.
Well, that was conflicting there, wasn't it? Oh, goodness. And so it's going to be rushed to the line, down by 4 points here. Let's see what he decides to do here. Shot is up, off the rim, no good. Rebound by Fullerton, and that is Havens. Havens feeds it down to Flynn. Flynn drives, and he travels. He pulled up out of his dribble. The throw that he wanted to make was no longer open.
Yeah, you want him to attack. That's the one time in this game that you don't want him to attack. But
Flynn comes out.
He'll learn from
Little
it.
comes back in.
He'll figure it out.
Inbound's going to be by Dorsey. Dorsey finds Sidwell. Just let Sidwell dribble. He's got to shoot a long three, and it is nothing but air. Final score here, Brown County 22 and Griggsille Perry 18. We're going to keep it here for the postgame show, brought to you by Cassing Lumber Company, hometown family-owned lumber and hardware store, helping to build our community for 45 years. Cassing Lumber Company, Route 99 South, Mount Sterling. Call 773-2611. You got an answer to my question?
Well, yeah, I just had a text come in here from a Perry resident that said they were the Pioneers.
Pioneers, okay. I got the ears part of that right.
Yeah.
As Mountaineers, Perry Pioneers. Okay. Was that a Lipkeman or a Mountain that sent you that text? Because when I was going to school, there was nothing but mountains and Lipkemans in Perry.
He might be married to a Lipkeman.
Okay. All right. You got some stats for us over there. We'll do this real quick, and that way we can take a break before the second ball game starts.
I haven't really got them compiled here yet, but...
All right. Well, I'll talk for a few minutes here.
Sure.
And, in fact, Colin, let's just do a couple of minutes worth of commercials while he's doing his work there. With that, final score here, 22-18, Brown County over Griggsille Perry. We'll be back.
Farmers State Bank looks forward to continuing this partnership for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank is locally dedicated to all your banking needs. Farmers State Bank and Trust Company in Mount Sterling. Locally owned, locally operated, locally dedicated. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Interested in solar for your home? Confused by the information available on the savings and tax credits available? Or if any of the options will work for you? Call Scranton Heating and Cooling at 217-773-2626 and let the Comfort Man take away the confusion and plan the best system for your home or business. They will visit your home or business, evaluate your unique situation, then Scranton's will sit down with you and discuss each option, giving personal service and planning from Scranton Heating and Cooling. Visit them on the web at comfortman.com.
Steve Surratt, A.J. Cassing, Colin Dieterle back with you. Final score, 22-18, Brown County over the Griggsille Perry 7th graders. A.J., you got some stats for us here on the Cassing Lumber postgame show?
Yeah, on the scoring for the Eagles. Brody Rush, leading scorer for the Eagles with 10 points on the night. Got to the free throw line 13 times. Anytime you get to the free throw line that many times as a kid this young, you're doing a good job there. So, great game by him. Blaine Sidwell and Jackson Dorsey with the other 8 points, 4 apiece for the Eagles. For the Hornets, looks like Trey Fullerton ended up being the leading scorer with 8, all in the second half by Trey. So big second half and overtime there by him to help us get that win. Mitchell Oliver with 5, Micah Henry with 2, Connor Flynn with 4, Jack Sefton made a free throw, scoring 1. And then like I said, I lost the other 2 points somewhere in the shuffle there. So I'm sure our official book would have it, but I lost it somewhere. So
okay, well, with that, that's the Cassing postgame show. Now it's time for the KLC Inc. Player of the ball game, brought to you by KLC Inc. 115 South Capitol Avenue, Mount Sterling. Call 217-773-9090. KLC Inc. You think it, we ink it, is their slogan. And so let's give Griggsille Perry. They were tight. Who would you give the player of the game there? Would you say it's Rush?
Yeah, yep. Kind of hard to give it to anybody else other than him. They kind of went as he went there. He like I said, got to the free throw line 13 times. That's pretty tough to do in a college or NBA game, let alone a 7th grade game that's half the time. So, yeah, like I said, they went as he went. He's a good player. He'll get better. Just a 6th grader. So, they'll be good at this level again next year.
All right. And for Brown County, who's our player of the ball game for Brown County?
Well, for us, like I said, all in the second half there. Trey Fullerton coming through with eight points all in the second half in overtime. So gotta give him that, help us get that lead and keep it there in the overtime period.
Okay. That's your player of the ball games, and that's going to be it for this part of the broadcast. We'll be back with you with the 8th grade game. After these messages, we're going to take a little break here for us to take a breather. We'll be back.
At Henry Automotive, they believe in honest, hometown service. They have the latest in technology and tools and are equipped for any job. So, whether it's an oil change, scheduled maintenance, a check engine light, or a major repair, Doug and Darren Henry, your ASE certified mechanics, are standing by to get you back on the road. Henry Automotive, located at 1157 690 East Street, Mount Sterling. Just turn north at the KC Hall onto Damon Road. Drive 1.8 miles and look for the big blue and yellow sign. Call Henry Automotive at 773-9066. Once again, that's Henry Automotive at 773-9066.
This is Brandon Kindhart with Double K Firearms. At Double K Firearms, we treat you like family and want you to enjoy your experience while you're here. We buy, sell, and trade new and used firearms and much, much more. We offer an amazing selection and extremely competitive price. We would love to get you set up with whatever it is you're looking for, whether it's for hunting, recreation, or just adding to your collection. That's Double K Firearms, 212 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, or call 217-430-7523. And remember, always support local, and the best time to buy it's when you see it.
This is Tracy Hendricker with the Hendricker Funeral Home in Mount Sterling. On behalf of our entire family, we wish the best of luck to all the Hornet teams this season. Jamie and I have always been so proud of the athletic programs in the Brown County School District, which was such an important part of our own children's formative years. We are honored and humbled to have served so many families in Brown County and pledge to continue the tradition of assisting families with the dignity and compassion our community deserves. Thank you, and go Hornets!
Cassing Lumber Company, your do-it-best quality paints dealer, mixes unique paint colors for any project. Bring a sample of your pillows, curtains, or other items, and Cassings will scan them into their computer. Mix your unique color of do-it-best quality paint and save the information. Need a special gift? Cassing's gift department has gifts for everyone. Cassing Lumber Company, hometown family-owned lumber and hardware store, supporting hometown schools and families for 45 years. Route 99 South, Mount Sterling. Call 217-773-2611.
St. Mary's School offers an excellent education, special activities, affordable tuition, and after-school care in a loving, faith-based family atmosphere. All students, kindergarten through 8th grade, are one-on-one, which means each student has their own iPad. If 5 or more students commit to attend St. Mary's School from Rushville and or Beardstown, St. Mary's can provide free transportation to and from school. It's not too late to register. Call Melissa at 217-773-2825 to schedule a tour today.
Hey, this is Lance Grady with L. Grady Realty, Brown County's premier residential and commercial real estate brokerage. If you're in the market to buy, sell, or rent, we would love to work with you. You can check us out on the internet at www.lgradyrealty.com, find us on Facebook, or call or text me personally anytime at 217-491-0812. L. Grady Realty, local brokers, local office, local expertise. We are Brown County's leading residential real estate brokerage.
Burnett's Plumbing Company. It's good to know someone you trust when your home is giving you a headache. Burnett's Plumbing has been helping customers solve household plumbing problems in Brown County for 7 years. Their mission is to provide Brown County and the surrounding area with quality, timely, and professional plumbing service. Give Burnett's Plumbing a call at 217-773-3008. That's 217-773-3008, where they believe a flush is better than a full house.
Hi, Hi, I'm Heather Henry, owner and instructor at Heather's Tumble and Tap in Mount Sterling, where we have been teaching dance to the children of Brown County and the surrounding areas since 1995. We offer classes in tap, jazz palm, tumbling, and offer an all-boys tumbling class for all those future Hornet athletes. At Heather's Tumble and Tap, we focus on fun, friends, and the fundamentals of dance in a non-competitive atmosphere. Follow us on Facebook to stay up to date on upcoming classes and events. Go Hornets!
Main Street Repair and Terry Ham have the reputation of being the best at front-end alignments in the area. With 20 years of experience, Terry is the person that customers and auto repair professionals refer their friends and customers to. But alignments are not the only thing that they do at the Main Street Repair. They repair steering and suspension issues, install leveling and lift kits, repair and replace brakes and tires, do oil changes, as well as minor engine and miscellaneous repairs. Main Street Repair at 216 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Call for your appointment today at 217-773-3848. Once again, that's 217-773-3848.
Sharing a big family.
Steve Surratt, AJ Cassing, Colin Dieterle back with you on the Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame show, brought to you by the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling. And we really got no time for a pregame show here. We're going to be throwing stuff together as far as the starters are concerned. And it looks like on the opposite side of the ball, it's going to be Brody Rush starting this ball game also. Flint Kirk starting. Logan Finsick, the next one. Bo Nash starting this game. And again, Wade Lipkeman on the other side. So it looks like we've got two starters from last ball game playing in this ball game. AJ, and what's our starters for Brown County? Do you know?
Same five as Coach has started in every other game here. Number 11, Drake McClellan. 15, Maverick Henry. 23, Tice Fullerton. 32, Drew Markert. And number 44, Maddox Wydell rounds it out.
Okay. We'll get ready. Keys to the ball game for Brown County is move the ball well in transition, and when you have to, you need to run the offense.
Just one starter from Griggsille from the last game. Nash is Bo Nash instead of Caden Nash.
Okay, yes. All right. Yeah, I saw the Nash name and gave it a label, and I got to get used. Lickman feeds the ball in to Kirk, and the ball ends up back front. Nash gives it over to Rush. Rush gives it over to Lichtenman, and they're going to move the ball around really well. They're running their offense. Rush, Lichtenman, back to Rush, feeds it down low quick to Finsick, and the ball gets away from him, and Fullerton will head the other direction, and he loses the basketball, and Griggsille Perry gets it back. Kirk ends up with the loose basketball. It'll be Rush who will run the offense for Griggsille Perry. Right-hand side, that's Nash, Lipkeman, Rush, Nash, Lipkeman, feed to the post. That is Kirk. Running a 1-3-1 offense, rotating the post because now Lichtenman's back up on the post. AJ, ball tipped away. Headed back the other direction. Gives it to Henry. Henry throws it up and in for 2 points. Did not expect that, did you?
Got that one to fall over Lipkeman there. And Wade did a good job of going up straight, but Maverick got it up over him just barely.
Timeout with 9:39 left here in the first quarter. Brown County leading 2-0 on the Cass Communications score.
Moment. Working hard from home. Relaxing with a friend. Welcome to life in the broadband age, where reliable internet has never been more important. Cascom keeps your family connected with consistent speeds up to 1 gig and Plume whole home adaptive Wi-Fi. Make sure your home's ready for life in the broadband age. Call our local service team or visit us online at cascom.com.
Steve Surratt, AJ Cassing, Colin Dieterle back with you on the broadcast as we get ready to go here with 9:39 left on the clock. Griggsille Perry with the basketball. Bringing the ball up this time for Griggsille Perry. In the ball game is Woodward. Woodward feeds it over to Nash. Nash gives it over to Fensick. Back to Woodward. Nash over to Fensick. Back out to Woodward. Fensick down low. That's Kirk. Back to Fensick. In the middle, Lickham. Back to Fensick. He fights it up. Off the glass, no good. Wydell with the rebound. And it'll be Fullerton pushing the ball up for Brown County. It's Henry. Henry feeds down low to Wydell. Hits off the glass and no good. And out of bounds. Lichterman feeds it back over to Fensick. Lichterman. And that's Woodward, and the ball ends up out of bounds, and a turnover for Griggsille Perry. Brown County leading 2-0 on a Henry bucket here. Be Maverick Henry. Fullerton gives to Henry, and the ball's kicked by Woodward. Henry inbound to Fullerton. McClellan. He dribbles. Feeds to Wydell at the post. He dribbles in the lane, puts it up, no good. Tries to fight for his own rebound, but that's Kirk that's got it. Feeds it down to Nash. Off the glass, no good. Rebound Henry, and he'll bring it up. He gives it to Fullerton, and it's kicked out of bounds. Fullerton inbounds. McClellan to Henry. And the ball thrown out of bounds over McClellan's head, and a turnover for Brown County there.
Yep, a little bit of the same of what Griggsille just
they
did on the other end.
They still doing the 2-2-1 press. I wasn't looking to see what kind of press that was. Woodward over to Nash. Nash feeds it to Lipkeman. Back to Nash. To Lipkeman. Brown County in a zone defense. Cross court, skip pass to Woodward. Down low to Kirk. Kirk feeds it into Lipkeman. He shoots it, ties the ball game up. 2-2 on the Cass Communications scoreboard. 2:45. This first quarter has went extremely fast. McClellan, he drives to the bucket, feeds down low. And that was over to Drew Markert.
Nice pass and a nice finish.
Yep, 4-2, 2:30 left. And timeout, taking a 30-second timeout with that 4-2, 2:29 left here on the Cass Communications scoreboard. We'll be back.
Experience in the insurance business. So we want to make sure that you are well protected. So that means making sure you have the best coverage possible to protect you financially. We do all kinds of insurance, personal, farm, commercial, governmental, you name it, we can insure it. So check us out, www.ynagency.com, or give us a call, 217-773-3397.
Steve Surratt, AJ Cassing, back with you in this contest. Colin Dieterle running video for us, doing a great job. 4 ball games in store for you today. We had the 7th grade game. We won 22-18 against Griggsille Perry. Now we're in the middle of the 8th grade game, 4-2 ball game, 2:25 left here in the first quarter. This one's going quickly. Woodward driving, gets it over to Lichterman. Lichterman down low to Nash, back to Lichterman. Down low, that is Kirk. Down to Lichterman in the corner. He puts up a 3, no good. Ball's knocked away by Fullerton, but it ends up in Woodward's hands finally. After thanks Nash. Left side. In the corner, that's Kirk. Nash. Top of the key to Woodward. He's dribbling, looking in the corner. Ball's going to go to Kirk. Down low to Fensick. Or that's Kirk, I'm sorry. Get Fensick and Kirk mixed up. Fensick with the rebound. Woodward to Lichterman to Fensick for the long 2, no good. Rebound fought for on the floor. Got a scrum down there. And that's Fullerton and Fullerton and Kirk going after the basketball. And it'll be Griggsille Perry ball. Going to have a substitute in that Sterling Linover is going to come into the ball game. I didn't see who was going to sit. But I think they're going to have some big in there to compensate for the height in Griggsille Perry. We'll keep it here. Minute and 29 left. 4-2 ball game on the Cass Communication scoreboard. What have you seen so far?
Oh, I think we can get to the basket on them, if we put our head down and get there and then draw the defender and dump it off. But, there's is something to be reckoned with as well. I think as long as we force them outside on offense and make sure we keep them off the offensive glass, we'd be in a good spot.
I would agree with that. And I tell you what, I've been impressed with Griggsille Perry with their ball movement.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, they're running their offense and moving, making good, crisp passes.
Mm-hmm.
Something that you wish you could teach every team to do, including high schoolers.
Well, they aren't necessarily running their 2-3 right now, but they have and they can because what we saw in that first game. So they're going to be good at his own offense, going against the defense that we've got out there against them.
1-2-2 press by Griggsille Perry. Ball gets across to, that would be, McClellan. Mm-hmm. I got to get my names. Henry takes a three, in and out, no good. Linover almost had the rebound, but it ended up in Kirk's hands. We're coming back the other direction. Woodward with the basketball. Woodward goes down in the corner to Finzik. Finzik tries to feed it down low, and Fullerton intercepts that ball. We're going to push the ball up. We didn't have the numbers there, but we got the foul.
Mm-hmm. I think we were about to have the numbers if Tice could have kept going, because once he gets going in the full court, he can go by some guys in a hurry.
Nash with his first foul. Fullerton to Foster. Foster to Markert. He's turning, and he traveled.
Nice move to the baseline. Looked like he might have had a little help on his travel there.
Yeah. Woodward into the front court. Looks like a 1-3-1 defense by Brown County.
Yep.
Ball fed down low. That's Kirk. He's going to drive to the bucket, puts it off the rim, no good, and it'll be out of bounds in Brown County's ball. That was a great move there. Just didn't have good touch on it.
Yeah, it was. Looked like we got lucky on that call there. It looked like it might have been off of Fullerton.
To Foster. Foster feeds to Fullerton. We got a 3-on-2 break. He's going clear to the bucket, off the glass, no good. And the rebound is by Lister. Ball fed underneath on the transition, and Fullerton ends up with it. Got a 4-on-2 break. He's going to go to the bucket, feeds over to Markert, and the ball goes out of bounds. I'm trying to look to see who we have here. 2-5-20. Lichtenman taking a break right now. And top of the key, that looks like Woodward. Gives it to Finzik. Back out front to Lister. Around the horn. Back in Woodward's hands. He throws up a 2 at the end of the quarter. A fast first quarter there. Brown County leading 4-2 on the Cass Communication scoreboard. We'll be back.
When it comes to your money, local is better. Farmers National Bank of Griggsille is here in the heart of the community, working where we live. We make sensible loans to our friends and neighbors so that we can help our community grow. Stop by and see our friendly staff and see what we can do to meet your financial goals. Located in Griggsille, Pittsfield, and Mount Sterling. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Culbertson is the heart of the communities we serve. As we introduce our new logo and refreshed brand, we want you to know that we pledge to maintain the highest quality standard of care you expect here at Culbertson Memorial Hospital. We continue to remain committed to our care promise. What is our care promise? Care that proves to our customers that we do our best to meet their needs. Attitudes that demonstrate that we are here to serve our communities. Respect for all who enter our doors. Exceed the expectations of our patient. Culbertson Memorial Hospital in Rushville, empowering your health and healing.
Steve Surratt, AJ Cass, and Colin Dieterle back with the 8th grade basketball. It's Griggsille Perry visiting our Brown County Hornets here on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports. We're heading into the second quarter. It'll be Griggsille Perry Eagle basketball. Inbound's going to be by Finzik, he gives it to Woodward. Woodward feeds down low, wide open Kirk, but we collapse good. Nash with the basketball. Back to top of the key. Woodward will reset the offense to Nash. Brown County playing a 1-3-1 defense with Wydell basically on Lipkeman or whoever's on the post. Kirk tries to feed a Lipkeman in the corner to Finzik. Long three, and it's good. And Griggsille Perry takes the lead for the first time, 5-4. And Fullerton pushes the ball down the lane, throws it up off the glass and in, makes it a 6-5 ball game just like that, folks.
Great strong finish by Tice there, absorbing that contact and finishing.
Woodward with the basketball. Feeds to Lichterman on the post. Back to Woodward. Nash. Woodward. Basically, Finzik's running the corner. To him in the corner. Back out to Woodward. Griggsille Perry very patient on their side of the basket, trying to get the best shot available. Finzik in the opposite corner. Ball in the middle to Kirk. He can't handle it. He put it on the floor, and it's recovered by Woodward. And Wydell gets it, gives it to Fullerton. Fullerton out front to McClellan. No good, and off of the feet of Fullerton. Not a good place to do a bounce pass, right underneath the basket right there.
Yeah. A lot of traffic there.
Lister coming back in the ball game. He's going to come in for Nash for a little while. Woodward, Finzik, Brown County in a 1-2-2 press. What's good for the Goose is good for the Gander. Lichterman gets it across the line. Fits the Lister, crossways to Woodward. Down low, that's Kirk. He's boxed in. Long three by Finzik, no good. 4 minutes left here. Brown County leading 6-5 on the Cass Communications scoreboard clock. Double dribble by McClellan on that. Just forgot that he dribbled the ball when he got the ball.
He was too open. Found him. He didn't expect to be that open. Found himself nobody around him.
Woodward setting up the offense. Down in the corner is Finzik. He was out of bounds before he got that basketball. We saw that call in the last ball game. Still with the press, Griggsille Perry, 1-2-2 press. Fullerton's breaking that. Got the numbers. Goes to the bucket. Off the rim, no good. And nice job. Lister had that ball, and Wydell knocked it out of bounds on a pass. And you're right. Fullerton can pass a lot of people going down the floor with the basketball.
You get the ball back to the middle to him on that press break, and he just goes by him. Just gotta finish when he gets down around the basket.
Finzik looking for the shot. Lichterman back to Finzik. Top of the key to Lister. Left-hand side to Woodward. Brown County still in that 1-3-1. And Kirk bullies his way in and gets the bucket. It's going to be a 7-6 lead, and he'll go to the line to shoot the foul, and AJ will tell you about that.
Yeah, great strong move there by Kirk to finish that. Goes to the line here for the and one. Big, strong kid. Rattles out. Lipkeman with the rebound.
Ball up by, I thought that almost hit the top of the backboard. Ball down to Markert. He's got a clean shot to the basket and not in as he's fouled by Finzik on that. Darren Ward asking if we could just drop things down just a little bit so they could see the scoreboard. Unfortunately, the net protecting the scoreboard is the problem there. There's a black strip on the top. We need that net up about, 3 inches and we'd be clear.
Not much. Yep, Drew Market going to the line here for two. Makes that first one. Second one coming up here shortly.
Rebound Hendry off of that shot, so Brown County will reset their offense. Fullerton to McClellan. Gets it down to Wydell. He shoots a short jumper in the lane, and nice job there by Maddox Wydell. Gets Brown County back the lead 9-7, and Fullerton knocks the ball out of bounds. As they're continuing, both teams put pressure on each other with a 1-2-2 press. And it looks like we got a 90-second timeout here for Mask. 9-7. Brown County leading the ball game over Griggsille Perry. Second quarter, 2:51 on the Cass Communications scoreboard.
The Ray Insurance Agency is an independent insurance agency in Mount Sterling. We offer competitively priced insurance products that fit the needs of you and your family. We specialize in personal, commercial, and agribusiness insurance products. So call me, Brad Cassing, today at 217-773-3851 for a free quote and risk assessment. We are located at 128 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Our phone number is 217-773-3851.
At Brown County State Bank, our interest is in the students of our community. We think it's important to reward students for their hard work. With our Hoorays for A program, students can earn cash for their savings account. Plus, the students in school will be entered into an annual grand prize contest. Stop in the Brown County State Bank for Hooray for A's rules. Brown County State Bank, 101 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, member FDIC, and equal opportunity lender.
Steve Surratt, A.J. Cassing, and Colin Dieterle. And thank goodness I had the mics turned down on our call there. And Woodward going to bring the ball up. He feeds in the corner. I'm trying to see. That's probably our friend Sidwell down there. And Kirk has a hard time as we're double teaming down there. Woodward's going to bring it back to the other side. Lister with the ball. Gives it to Sidwell in the other corner. Feeds down low to Mountain. He tries to go in, and off the glass he gets that shot. And it's a 9-9 ball game, tied up again. 2:20 left here in the second quarter. Fullerton drives the lane, throws it off the glass. No good. And Griggsille Perry had the numbers. And Woodward ends up with the rebound. Griggsille Perry has started up again.
Lipkeman on that last basket there. You were confusing. You were saying Lipkeman and Mountain. And
did I say Mountain?
Yeah.
Ball shot up, no good. That was Sidwell popping that three. Well, like I said, that's all there is down there is Mountains and Lipkeman.
He's easy to call Mountain, the size that he is. I mean, he's a
mountain of a man.
Big 8th grader.
Plus, like Brown County and Triopia, isn't everybody related? He's probably got some mountain background in it. You'll be getting text on that next thing we know. Henry gives it to Fullerton. They'll set up their offense. Down in the corner to Henry. He's looking as he's being double teamed. The ball gets knocked away, and there's going to be a scrum for that. Minute and 33 left till halftime. We'll have the Yingling and Nissen halftime program coming up for you. 9-9 score right here, right now on that Cass Communications scoreboard clock. Fullerton brings it across the line on the inbound. Tries to feed it to Wydell, and it's picked up by Kirk. Now to be Woodward. Woodward's asking for size. Sidwell to come out there. He's got the basketball. Woodward's trying to rotate through. Lister gives it to Lipkeman. Lipkeman back to Lester. Back to Sidwell. Back out front to Woodward. Lister, left-hand side. Sidwell's going to slide down to the corner. Back to Lister. He wants to go back in the corner to Sidwell. Sidwell's looking low, and a great job by Waddell keeping Lichtman under tabs there. Woodward came in and traveled. That was a little more than a Euro step there.
Yep. Trying to split the defenders there. Just a couple big steps there.
McClellan, cross over to Henry. Henry gets it to Fullerton. Almost picked off by Sidwell there. Fullerton drives in off the glass and good. Gives Brown County the lead again, 11-9 with 30 seconds left here in the second quarter on the Cass Communications scoreboard. Woodward, left-hand side to Lister. He's going to be looking for Sidwell in the corner. Sidwell drops it down to Lichtman. Good exchange by Brown County to switch men there in the zone. Woodward feeds in the paint to Kirk. Kirk gives it to Sidwell. He throws up a two. No good. Fight for the rebound. Ends up in Henry's hands. And I tell you what, you cannot fault Flint Kirk there. Mr. Hustle on that end of the play there, AJ.
Yep, he's been hustling like that the whole game.
Into Henry. And we missed our man. That should have went straight to Fullerton down the middle, and we missed it. And we're going to let the half in. At the halftime, it's Brown County 11 and Griggsille Perry, the Eagles, 9 on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more. We'll be back with the Yingling-Nissen halftime show after these messages.
At All About Danson Moore LLC, these are our core values. Perseverance by all studio members to put forth good effort to achieve goals. Innovative creation of original and unique learning environments. Fierce energy and community that builds student happiness, self-esteem, quick learning, and bold relationships. Integrity and investment in quality professional work where trust and high morals are practiced. Commitment to the studio family with loyalty, responsibility, and high expectations to create a lifelong appreciation for the AADM journey.
KLC Inc. has been around since February of 2020. We are an apparel shop that specializes in screen printing, embroidery, custom and team apparel, promotional products, fundraising items, home decor, and personalization of anything. We strive to make customer service number one and get customers the professional results they're looking for. KLC Inc., 115 South Capitol Avenue, Mount Sterling, Illinois, 217-773-9090. Remember, KLC Inc., you think it, we ink it.
For over 100 years, the people and businesses in Brown County have counted on Farmers State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling to assist them with their banking needs. As the only locally owned and operated bank in Brown County, Farmers State Bank looks forward to continuing this partnership for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank is locally dedicated to all your banking needs. Farmers State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling. Locally owned, locally operated, locally dedicated. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Confused by all the environmentally friendly energy options and tax credits that are available for geothermal and solar? Talk to the professionals at Scranton Heating and Cooling and let the Comfort Man make it simple for you so you can discover the tax credits and options that are best for your home or business. Call the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling at 217-773-2626 or on the web at comfortman.com.
At Henry Automotive, they believe in honest, hometown service. They have the latest in technology and tools and are equipped for any job. So, whether it's an oil change, scheduled maintenance, a check engine light, or a major repair, Doug and Darren Henry, your ASE-certified mechanics, are standing by to get you back on the road. Henry Automotive, located at 1157 690 East Street, Mount Sterling. Just turn north at the KC Hall onto Damon Road. Drive 1.8 miles and look for the big blue and yellow sign. Call Henry Automotive at 773-9066. Once again, that's Henry Automotive at 773-9066.
This is Brandon Kindhart with Double K Firearms. At Double K Firearms, we treat you like family and want you to enjoy your experience while you're here. We buy, sell, and trade new and used firearms and much, much more. We offer an amazing selection and extremely competitive price. We would love to get you set up with whatever it is you're looking for, whether it's for hunting, recreation, or just adding to your collection. That's Double K Firearms, 212 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, or call 217-430-7523. And remember, always support local, and the best time to buy it's when you see it.
Steve Surratt, AJ Cassing back with you on the broadcast. We're at halftime, and it's Brown County 11 and Griggsille Perry 9 in 8th grade basketball. Second game of the night. Brown County wins the first one 22-18 in the 7th grade game, and I can't call it a barn burner, but in a last-minute overtime win for Brown County. This is the halftime show brought to you by Yingling-Nissen Insurance, 111 West Washington and Mount Sterling. Call 773-3397 or on the web at ynagency.com. Got some stats over there for me, AJ, for halftime?
Yeah, pretty even scoring for both teams, among the players. For Griggsville, Wade Lipkeman's got 4, Logan Fensick with 3, and Flint Kirk with 2. Brown County's led by Tice Fullerton's 4, Drew Market with 3, and then Maddox Wydell and Maverick Henry both with a bucket. So, like that first game, doesn't take too long to go through the first half stats.
No, a low-scoring ball game, although Yeah, we're about the same spot we were at halftime in the other ball game, aren't we? I think we went 9-9 at halftime as a tie, and it ended up being but a lot cleaner game overall. Just the offenses are patient. We're not stopping the clock every like you said, the mass timeout's the biggest thing. We'd been through halftime already if we didn't have those 2 mass timeouts.
Yeah.
And I don't know that the players needed it with the way the ball game is going. And so we just got a couple of minutes during this halftime show for the Yingling and Nissen halftime program. That's your stats from that. Let's talk about the Henry Automotive keys to the game. Dealership quality auto repair and service at hometown prices. Henry Automotive, 773-9066. So, AJ, Brown County, what do they got to do to extend this lead and win this ball game here in the second half?
Well, we've been doing a good job of breaking that press that they've put on us. You know, we just bringing that inbounder back in, just bringing Fullerton back in, throwing that pass right back to him right in the middle of the floor, and getting down there and getting some good looks. Just feel like a broken record almost. We're getting those good looks, but just got to put them in and finish them. It could be a much different game than a 2-point game like it is now. So
yeah, because I'm not taking that press off unless you're scoring points.
No.
If you're just taking the ball down there and putting the ball off the backboard or off the rim and nothing's happening from it, I'm saying that's success.
Yep, absolutely. And the same way for us as well. You know, we've been pressing them, and same thing. If they're not scoring off of it and we're getting a few turnovers, then keep it on. So, you know, keep the ball out of the middle in our half-court zone as well. You know, they're, like we've said over and over, they do a good job of moving the ball around, making those cuts to the high post against our zone, and just got to make sure we're keeping the ball out of the lane in the second half.
All right, with that, we've just got a couple of minutes before we go back to play. Again, halftime, 11-9 on the Cass Communications scoreboard. Brown County leading by 2 over Griggsille Perry in the 8th grade contest. Again, the score before, 22-18. Brown County 7th graders beating Griggsille Perry 7th graders earlier this evening. That was a long ball game, overtime ball game. We are actually due to do the pregame broadcast right now for the JV ball game, but this gym will have to be cleared out. They'll have to spray everything down before the players can even get in here to warm up.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll send them down to the other gym to warm up so that they can start right away, or what's going to happen with that. That's all up to the administration. We'll have to kill our broadcast because I made 2 separate events when that happens, and we'll be back on the air with the high school JV and varsity ball game. After that, it'll be Kevin Dieterle, myself, and Colin Dieterle will continue to do the camera work. Colin's doing a great job down there with that. And with that being said, we're going to take a commercial break before we get started back up. Appreciate our sponsors and what they do for us. 11-9 halftime.
This is Tracy Hendricker with the Hendricker Funeral Home in Mount Sterling. On behalf of our entire family, we wish the best of luck to all the Hornet teams this season. Jamie and I have always been so proud of the athletic programs in the Brown County School District, which was such an important part of our own children's formative years. We are honored and humbled to have served so many families in Brown County and pledge to continue the tradition of assisting families with the dignity and compassion our community deserves. Thank you, and go Hornets!
Cassing Lumber Company, your do-it-best quality paints dealer, mixes unique paint colors for any project. Bring a sample of your pillows, curtains, or other items, and Cassings will scan them into their computer. Mix your unique color of do-it-best quality paint and save the information. Need a special gift? Cassing's gift department has gifts for everyone. Cassing Lumber Company, hometown family-owned lumber and hardware store, supporting hometown schools and families for 45 years. Route 99 South, Mount Sterling. Call 217-773-2611.
Steve Surratt, AJ Cassing back with you on the broadcast as we get ready to go the second half. Brown County's got their starters back in there. It'll be Markert, Wydell, Fullerton, Henry, and McClellan in there for Griggsille Perry. We'll get that to you here in a second. Woodward, I know, is in there. Kirk's in there. Lipkeman, Lister, and Finsick. Ball down low to Kirk. He cross courts over to Woodward. He puts up a three. Off the rim, no good. McClellan with the rebound. Kicks it out to Henry. Henry down to Fullerton. Fullerton will set up the offense for Brown County. No, he'll shoot a three. No good. And fought for on the rebound will be McClellan and Lister, and it's going to be Brown County's ball in the possession arrow. Henry will inbound. Four corners on the lane as they move and pick for each other. Henry will put the ball back out front. That's McClellan. He looks. He's got a shot. He isn't going to take it. The coach wanted him to take that. Henry back out to Fullerton. Spread offense. Henry's going to take another three off the rim, and Wydell, I think he pushed off, didn't he?
Yep.
I can tell him how to get away with that. You just got to be a little more careful. The ball's got to be higher in the air so the official's looking at the ball on the rim as opposed to you. Woodward. Lister. They're looking to try to get Finsick in the corner. Lister's going to wait for him to get there. Back out to Lister. Across to Woodward. They're going to watch for Finsick in the corner. Nope. Lichterman. Back to Woodward. Now they'll put it in the corner to Finsick. Down low to Kirk. He'll reverse it. No good. And Henry gets the rebound. Fullerton's going to push it up. Pushes it up to Markert. Markert pulls it back out. Gives it back out to Henry. Henry going to take the lead on this. Fullerton goes down into the corner. Feed to him in the corner. Henry back over to McClellan. Feeds down low to Markert. Markert back out to Wydell. Same thing. Back again in the middle. Ball kicked and goes out. Nice ball movement there.
Great ball movement. I think if where we're catching there in the high post, if we turn and look opposite, we're going to have good things happen.
Mm-hmm. Henry inbounds, puts it back out to Fullerton, top of the key. Fullerton gives it back to Henry to run the offense. McClellan, he doesn't take the shot. Henry, back to McClellan. Markert feeds to Fullerton. Edge of the free throw line, and he sinks that for 2 points. Brown County's biggest lead of the night, 13-9. On the Cass Communications scoreboard over Griggsille Perry, the Eagles. Rush back in the ballgame. Fullerton. Not Rush. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woodward. Rush. He wanted to give it to Lichtman. Cross courts to Lister. Lister tries to throw it cross court to Kirk. That didn't work. Here's Fullerton, coast to coast, off the glass, and good. Again, the biggest lead, 6-point lead for Brown County, 15-9 with 3:30 left here in the third quarter. Quarter going by fast. We like that. Woodward, the general on the offense, gives to Rush. Back to Woodward. They've got Finsick out of the ball game. Down to Kirk. He tries to feed it to Lichterman back door. Can't get it. He goes in. Wydell tries to draw the foul and doesn't get that. Fullerton full force back the other direction. Crosses to Henry. Henry will reset the offense. McClellan. Skip pass to Markert. Markert down to Wydell. Wydell goes up and blocked by Lichterman. Off again with his own rebound. Nice second effort there by Maddox Wydell. 17-9. Timeout. Griggsille Perry. 2:42 left in the third quarter. Brown County almost doubling the score now on an 8-0 run here in the second, or excuse me, 6-0 run in the second half. We'll be back after these messages.
St. Mary's School offers an excellent education, special activities, affordable tuition, and after-school care in a loving, faith-based family atmosphere. All students kindergarten through 8th grade are one-on-one, which means each student has their own iPad. If 5 or more students commit to attend St. Mary's School from Rushville and or Beardstown, St. Mary's can provide free transportation to and from school. It's not too late to register. Call Melissa at 217-773-2825 to schedule a tour today.
Main Street Repair and Terry Ham have the reputation of being the best at front-end alignments in the area. With 20 years of experience, Terry is the person that customers and auto repair professionals refer their friends and customers to. But alignments are not the only thing that they do at the Main Street Repair. They repair steering and suspension issues, install leveling and lift kits, repair and replace brakes and tires, do oil changes, as well as minor engine and miscellaneous repairs. Main Street Repair at 216 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Call for your appointment today at 217-773-3848. Once again, that's 217-773-3848.
Steve Surratt, AJ Cassing, and Colin Dieterle back with you. That's going to be Nash back in the ball game. Woodward back to Nash. Out to Lichtenman. And they've got Finsick out of the ball game, and I thought Finsick was a pretty good threat. Throw up for three. That was Woodward. Rebound by Kirk. Nice job there because he didn't get boxed out. 17-11. As they get the second shot, ball overthrown by Fullerton. Ball goes out of bounds. And that'll be it.
With guys like Kirk and Lipkeman, their best offense right now might be just putting the ball up on the rim and letting them be aggressive on the offensive glass and go get it.
All right, with that, we'll take a quick station break. We'll be back after these started there.
At All About Danson Moore LLC, these are our core values. Perseverance by all studio members to put forth good effort to achieve.
At Brown County State Bank, our interest is in the students of our community. We think it's important to reward students for their hard work. With our Hoorays for A program, students can earn cash for their savings account. Plus, the students in school will be entered into an annual grand prize contest. Stop in the Brown County State Bank for Hooray for A's rules. Brown County State Bank, 101 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, member FDIC, and equal opportunity lender.
At All About Danson Moore LLC, these are our core values. Perseverance by all studio members to put forth good effort to achieve goals. Innovative creation of original and unique learning environments. Fierce.
Steve Surratt, AJ Cassing, Colin Dieterle back with you on the broadcast. Woodward, Nash, Lister. Back to Nash. He fakes, goes back to Woodward. In the corner to Lichtenman. We'll keep him out there all night long. Kirk fighting there with Wydell. Lichtenman up on the post now as they switch that between Lichtenman, Kirk. Nash looking for somebody to throw the ball to. Lister, Woodward, back into the corner is going to go Lichtenman, but they're going to kick it back out front. That would have been a perfect time for it to skip pass there to Lichtenman in the corner. Bounce pass to Nash, to Kirk, to Lichtenman from the free throw line. No good. Ball fought for. That's Kirk and Markert. And the possession goes back to Griggsille Perry. 2-3 on the inbound. They loop it in there trying to get it to Kirk. Wydell ends up with it as it gets knocked away. That's Fullerton. He's going to push the ball up the court. He'll kick it back out. Get it out to McClellan. Down to Fullerton. He's going to shoot a long two. No good. Rebound Henry. He drives back to the bucket, and they're going to say he traveled. Now, tell me the difference there, AJ, between that and a Euro step that we're allowing all these people to do.
I don't
Is
know.
there a difference? I don't think so.
Not really.
I think it's all travel.
Yeah. Yep, that one's just kind of in between. I don't know.
Nash, Lister, Woodward. Lichtenman. Now Woodward's going to throw up a three. Off the rim, no good, and it's going to go out of bounds. Nice job by Henry just blocking people from getting to the basketball on that. Now what they're trying to do, they're trying to rotate Lichtenman to the corner so Kirk can go to the top and slice down and get the pass from Lichtenman or from Woodward in the middle. And I don't know what's happened with Finsick because he was their outside threat going on. Fullerton brings the ball up for Brown County. Tries to drive in. He's going to get a charge. Lichtenman takes the charge on that.
Yep.
And
he got up and just went back the other way. He knew it.
And that's first foul on Fullerton in this ball game. Woodward to bring the ball up for Griggsille Perry. In the corner, That's Sidwell. He's back in the ball game. He's the threat in that corner. Got a nice shot. Lister, top of the key. Waiting for Sidwell to cross over. Back to Lister. Cross court to Woodward. They'll wait for Sidwell to get there. Nope, going to give it to Lichterman. Top of the key. Woodward back to Lister. Here comes Sidwell back to the other side. You see he's just running baseline, folks, if you're watching the video. Nice lob pass underneath. The Lichterman should have went up with that shot, fed it over to Woodward. Tip to Kirk, and I don't think, is it going to be any good?
Yep.
It was good at the buzzer into the third quarter play. Brown County 17 and Griggsille Perry 13 on the Cass Communications scoreboard. We'll be back.
At All About Danson Moore LLC, these are our core values. Perseverance by all studio members to put forth good effort to achieve goals. Innovative creation of original and unique learning environments. Fierce energy and community that builds student happiness, self-esteem, quick learning, and bold relationships. Integrity and investment in quality professional work where trust and high morals are practiced. Commitment to the studio family with loyalty, responsibility, and high expectations to create a lifelong appreciation for the AADM journey.
KLC Inc. has been around since February of 2020. We are an apparel shop that specializes in screen printing, embroidery, custom and team apparel, promotional products, fundraising items, home decor, and personalization of anything. We strive to make customer service number one and get customers the professional results they're looking for. KLC Inc., 115 South Capitol Avenue, Mount Sterling, Illinois, 217-773-9090. Remember, KLC Inc., you think it, we ink it.
Steve Surratt, AJ Cass, and Colin Dieterle back with you on BC Hornet Sports. Cass Communications scoreboard starting the fourth quarter. It's 17-13. Brown County out to just a 4-point lead. They outscored Griggsille Perry 6-4 in that quarter, but they were on a 6-0 run, so Griggsille Perry went on a 4-0 run. McClellan to Fullerton. McClellan back to Fullerton. Fullerton shoots the three. No good. We're not being patient enough, are we, AJ? Lipscomb gets the ball stolen from behind from him by Fullerton. But it's like we think we got to score. We got a 4-point lead. Let's make good passes, take some air out of that clock.
Yeah, it gets his own. You just need to get ball reversals. That's easier said than done sometimes, especially with a guy like Kirk on the point of his own.
All right, we'll take a break. 5:32 left here in the fourth quarter. Brown County leading 17-13, 8th grade basketball. We'll be back.
A Rustic Garden ships home and garden accents coast to coast, right from its location in Mount Sterling. The folks there customize each sail by painting unique and vintage colors to match the look of the home or flower garden. They also do wrought iron fencing. How long does that last? 100 years? 200 years? Who knows how long wrought iron fencing will last? Shop www.arusticgarden.com and get it shipped directly to your front door. When it comes to handling your taxes, ever feel a bit taxed? If so, why not give yourself some well-deserved tax relief and visit Larry Dunn Accounting. Larry and his staff have been helping clients with tax return preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, sales tax, and business consultation since 1980. Put their experience to work for you today. After almost 5 decades in business, their number one priority remains building long-term relationships. Larry Dunn Accounting, 443 East Main Street in Mount Sterling, or call 217-773-3400.
Steve Surratt, AJ Cassing, Colin Dieterle back with you. Ball back out front to Woodward as we get started. Just above 5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Brown County with a 4-point lead. Down to Kirk. He tries to get in the corner. Stolen by Fullerton. Nice hands on that. He's going to push the ball up. They didn't have the number, so he brings it back out. He'll set the offense up. McClellan looks in the corner for Markert. Markert tries to force the ball in. Lichterman steals it. Kirk ends up with the basketball. He's going to try to go coast to coast. Kicks it back out, though, to Woodward. Woodward's going to shoot a three. No good off the rim. Rebound Sidwell. And it's knocked away by Fullerton. He ends up with the basketball on that. And nice defense after the rebound. McClellan gives it to Henry. Henry goes to the court, and Lichterman just slaps that like there's nothing to it. Ball back the other way. Woodward throws it up off the glass. No good. Rebound Kirk off the glass and in. 17-15. They're getting second opportunities out there. Brown County's got to stop that. Down to a 2-point lead, 4:22 on the Cass Communications scoreboard. Brown County leading Griggsille Perry just by 2. We've got to settle down, play some ball. Nice feed off to Markert. He can't make the ball. Gets fouled on the rebound. And I believe it was Lister. Nope. Yeah, Lister that fouled him on the floor.
Yep, like I told you at the quarter, Griggsville's got 6 points in the half, all 6 off of offensive rebounds. So right now their best offense just to throw it up and let these big, strong guys go get it.
If Kirk can get to it, he's going to put it back up in there. Marker can't get the ball to McClellan, and scrum on the floor for the basketball, and it'll be Griggsille Perry basketball. 4:02 left here in the fourth quarter. Sidwell's going to come back in, and they're going to take Nash out of the ball game. They need scoring right now, and he's one of their better options. Woodward takes it to the right side. Sidwell's going to go to the corner, but they off throw to Kirk. Kirk over to Lichtenman. Nice ball play there, off the glass and good. That was good ball movement, folks. Fullerton, and they say he carried the basketball. 17-17 tie on the Cass Communications scoreboard, and Griggsille Perry's getting the ball back on a turnover, and shouldn't that, if he turned it over on the sideline, shouldn't that be out of bounds on the sidelines?
Yeah, it's just kind of up to the official to decide whether he was closer to that baseline or the sideline.
Gives it to Woodward in the corner. He throws up the 3, and again, going to get a push off. Lichtenman got the rebound, but Waddell was headed the other direction pretty quickly.
Yeah,
like he had help, and he did.
In that situation, he probably could have just held still and let it come off to him.
McClellan gives it to Fullerton. Fullerton's got a 3-on-2, feeds it down low to Markert, and he can't handle the ball. And so 3:33, 17-17 tie. We're going to give him an opportunity again to take the lead. Woodward will bring the ball up for Griggsille Perry. Lister. Back out front to Woodward. Griggsille Perry really patient. Looking for good shots. Lister. Now they're going to look for Sidwell to come over to this corner. If he doesn't, they'll feed it off. Look at that to Lichtenman. He's going to see there's no opening. Back out front to Woodward. He drives in, but he travels in the process.
With our wings in this 1-3-1 have to make sure if they are opposite the ball that they're dropping down to the block to protect that basket.
Henry back to McClellan. He'll bring it across the line, and he traveled. When you stop like that and you think you know where you're going to throw the ball and then it closes up, you're sunk at that point.
Yep.
Because your momentum's going for that pass.
Yep, great spot for a jump stop there to collect yourself and make sure that you're strong with the ball. 17-17
ball game, 2:50 something left on the clock, as we can't see it any better from a little lower. It's 4:54. And we're going to take a quick station break. We'll be back after this message.
For over 100 years, the people and businesses in Brown County have counted on Farmers State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling to assist them with their banking needs. As the only locally owned and operated bank in Brown County, Farmers State Bank looks forward to continuing this partnership for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank is locally dedicated to all your banking needs. Farmers State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling, locally owned, locally operated, locally dedicated. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Interested in solar for your home? Confused by the information available on the savings and tax credits available? Or if any of the options will work for you? Call Scranton Heating and Cooling at 217-773-2626 and let the Comfort Man take away the confusion and plan the best system for your home or business. They will visit your home or business, evaluate your unique situation, then Scranton's will sit down with you and discuss each option, giving personal service and planning from Scranton Heating and Cooling. Visit them on the web at comfortman.com.
Steve Surratt, A.J. Cass, and Colin Dieterle back with you. Woodward, Lister. Down in the corner to Sidwell. Lister, they're going to get Sidwell back the other way, but they're trying to isolate on the backside, give it to Lichterman. He gets it back out to Lister quick. He felt the pressure. Woodward waiting for Sidwell to get back, feeds it down low to Kirk. We end up with the ball. Markert ends up with it. Henry. Full court pressure by Griggsille Perry. Henry feeds it in to McClellan. He goes into the lane and travels. Shoot the ball. Ball being inbounded by Kirk. Woodward comes back. Third or fourth opportunity for Griggsille Perry to take the lead here at the ball game. 2:09 left here in the fourth quarter. Tie ball game on the Cass Communication scoreboard, 17-17. Sidwell, Lister, over to Woodward. You're watching at home. They rotate Kirk and Lichterman at that high post. The go down set a pick for Sidwell. But they're also looking backside that we move too far and they can get some ball movement on the backside of the ball. Woodward. Lister. He waits for Sidwell and Kirk to move. Back to Woodward. Didn't like either play there. Lister heads back over to the right side. Nope, they're going to reverse it. Lister being really patient here. Not throwing it to the corner if they don't think they've got something else going on. Woodward, Lister, minute 15 left. I think they're content if they take the last shot.
I wouldn't mind seeing a trap in the corner if they do get it to the corner.
Lister throws the ball and timeout by Griggsille Perry with 1 minute. Let's keep it right here. We've ran through all the commercials several times. Yeah. And let's talk about what are you going to do if you're Griggsille Perry and you come back out? Let's talk about them first.
Well, just be patient like they have been. I mean, I don't know how much time they just ran off in this possession so far right now, but you can see that they're going to be patient. Like I was getting ready to say, from our defensive standpoint, I wouldn't mind seeing a trap in that corner on Sidwell as long as we get a good rotation on the two big guys. Just based on the fact that he's a sixth grader playing in the eighth grade game, get a couple big guys trapping him there and maybe get a turnover, but we can't trap and give up something easy to Kirk or Lipkeman either.
Now, my personal is that you don't put anybody on Lister. Lister has not showed me anything as far as putting the ball up, and I do that just like we were talking about, doing with McClellan, that until he puts it up and hurts me. Well, so far he hasn't done anything tonight, and so I'm taking that extra man, planting him in the middle or whatever to keep that easy bucket from happening.
You want everybody to be a threat on the floor, at least show that they might be a threat. So
we're back in play. Woodward with the basketball. Lister, Woodward.
Got to make sure we're dropping opposite here. Wings need to drop.
Lister's playing so far out there. I think Maverick's paying too much of attention. He thinks he's going to steal the basketball, but down to 33 seconds, folks. And nice job by McClellan to try to steal that scoop from behind. Knock the ball loose out of bounds, and it'll be Griggsille Perry's ball with 29.4 seconds left. Still a tied ball game, 17-17 on the Cass Communication scoreboard. Lister will inbound into the backcourt. Woodward will bring it across. He'll have McClellan on him. To Lister, back to Woodward. Trying to get the ball to Sidwell in the corner or the top of the key. Right now, McClellan playing some good defense, showing why he's on the floor. And they tried to steal that basketball and it ended up in Weidell's hands. Fullerton takes it down, throws it off the glass and in with 2 seconds left on the clock. And timeout, timeout, Griggsille Perry, 19-7. Wow, I didn't think that had a prayer.
Yep.
But he went down there, tried it, was going to get fouled or something was going to happen.
He looked up at the clock there at about half court, and he saw what it was, and he knew he needed to put his head down and get to the basket, whether it was a 1-on-3 or not.
Absolutely. Coming up, we'll go off the air pretty quick here. We'll do a fast post-game show. Yeah. I think Sean Volk's giving me an update. JV has been at the middle stool gym since 5:15 to shoot and warm up. Not sure if the other team will be over there as well. So we're going to go off the air pretty quick. We'll get some stats pretty quick. If you've got some summaries you can do pretty quick, we'll do a quick Casting Lumber post-game show and a KLC Inc. players of the ball game. We'll shut down the broadcast, go up with the new link, play the opening. Not much of a Casting Lumber pregame show or post-game show, or a Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame show for the JV ball game. Kevin Dieterle, myself, and Mr. Colin Dieterle will have that broadcast for you.
I gotta get home so I can split screen time between the Illinois game and you guys here.
There you go, and that's what a lot of people are doing. I encourage. I'm hoping that Sportsman's and some of the bars are putting this up on the screen there. Into the ball game, final desperation shot off the glass. It could have been a lot closer.
Very nice shot.
And Coach Phelps is breathing a sigh of relief that this game did not go in overtime. With that, we're in the Casting Lumber postgame show, brought to you by our friends at Casting Lumber. You got some stats there for us?
Yeah, we'll just go over, leading scorers for both teams here. Flint Kirk with 8 to lead Griggsille, and most of those were on the offensive boards, just being active on those and getting those easy looks that way. And then Tice Fullerton with a dozen to lead Brown County, so 12 of the 19 for Brown County, and then a few guys with 2 each. So
I got to say, those two are the KLC players of the ball game.
Yeah.
Kirk hustled. I was impressed with that young man the whole time during the basketball game.
Yep, big strong kid. He's got a bright future for him.
Okay, with that, we're closing it out. Thank you for listening to BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more. We'll be back here in a little bit with high school basketball. Thanks, and have a good evening.